Good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome back out to the campus of Oak Hill. Oak Hill High School. It is Oak Hill Lady Rams and Rams action tonight. 446 Sports. Delighted to be back out here with you again. I am Doug Gann alongside of Chuck Perkins and my buddy Roger Walker, proud alumni of Oak Hill, is out on the camera for us this evening. So welcome him in here. This ought to be a good one tonight. The Raiders of Reeves make their way into town to take on the Lady Rams of Oak Hill, and then the boys will do battle shortly after this one is over. Should be a good one. Reeves playing really good basketball, both the girls and boys. Talked to the coaches earlier. Certainly know that this Lady Rams basketball game is going to be a very competitive one. And talked to Coach Nate earlier that we'll see at halftime. We'll visit with him. Nate McGee will come up and talk to us at halftime of the girls' game. And he said this is one of those games that they're able to gauge where they're at and build a little bit off to a great job of building on their JV games were good ones earlier. But again, getting ready for things to kick off, minute and a half till we get things going and starters and all of that. Bring in my broadcast partner, Chuck Perkins, who is aboard tonight. Chuck, welcome.
Oh, thank you, Doug. I appreciate being here, even though I missed the ride out.
Right.
I'm still glad I remembered how to get here. And I was telling my wife, she said, Oak Hill, where's Oak Hill? I said, it's like you're going to who knows where, but when you get there, you go, oh, this is where I'm at.
You go all the way down to the end of that road and turn right. That's all I know.
That's right.
It's been more than one occasion, Chuck, that I have missed the turn back to the left as we went home.
I was going to say, I hope you didn't miss it when you got to the end, because there's not a pretty road on the other side. There's a road there. It's just not pretty.
Look, this ought to be a good one tonight. Addison Nugent not in the lineup. She's sick tonight, so Nugget won't be there, but we'll have our normal starters, and we're going to have them here momentarily. So let's go ahead and turn it off. We'll have the prayer. They'll have the anthem, and we've got good basketball just around the corner. Again, this one brought to you tonight by the Little Dribblers program out here at Oak Hill. When you talk about how Oak Hill has all the success that they do, it all starts with that Little Dribblers program, and I know that's just around the corner for starting up. Oak Hill Little Dribblers, your game day sponsor tonight, so we appreciate them. We certainly appreciate BU Designs, who will award our player of the game, and then Sheriff Mark Wood, who always is a big help to everything that we do in the parish and especially out here. But let's turn it over courtside for our announcement of our starters. Number one senior, Kelsey. And then Brian Junior. 52, Jordan Brown. And we're ready to get things going. You heard the starting lineups that were there. Let's go through there. Bradley Doucet, of course, the senior is there. Jody Jowers is there. Cassie Lacaz, the senior. Laney Johnson and Braylee Cetus, which I'll say this about 100 times tonight. Sophomore. I was calling her a senior the other night, and then a junior as well. So I got, I enjoyed that one. The folks at home paying attention and watching. Getting the starting lineups for you here. And the final one is there. So it's Williams, it's Nash, and Williams again. Wow. And Frazier on there. So 3 Williams out on the floor. So we'll go first names on that. Doucet, Jowers, Lacaz, Johnson, and Cetus. Jody Jowers to tip things off, and we are underway in this one. And I can just tell you this, me keeping up with the clock stuff's not going to work at all. We'll figure it out. Around the corner it goes.
Feel my pain, my friend.
And the foul is whistled there, Chuck, and we'll see who they whistle it on. It's going to be on the Lady Rams. Scoreboard not quite up and going just yet, as no score has been put up. 7:47. So we're right on pace with that. Swung over to the far side. This is, Chuck, we told you it's going to be a good one. This is Reeves' team. Very spirited, and they certainly get after you from the opening tip to the final buzzer. There's a top of the key. Off and no good. Rebound control. They're going to be a travel that's whistled. And it'll be the Lady Rams with their first possession of the night.
Keely Nash got called for the travel there from the Reeves.
He's set to inbounds, and it's full court pressure. Nothing that the Lady Rams aren't accustomed to. Jody with a good slides into there. Although kick it out to Doucet, who fires the 3. It's no good. Jowers banging around, working on the board bully already. They give that award out at the end of the night. Swung across now. Back to the top it goes, looking for another 3, and we're kind of seeing the MO of both of these squads. This is going to be one of those. That's good work inside by Briley, but a turnover there. Shot up and no good. Yet to get anything in the score column. Up and still no good. Rebound controlled by Reeves, and they're dominating on the boards early on in this one. Going into the basket there was Lauren Williams. Looking for somewhere to go. Instead, it goes out. Jowers knocks that one away.
Yeah.
And somehow I reset the clock. That sounds about like me, doesn't it?
Well, that's awesome. 30 in for number 23 here for Reeves. That is Kinley Smith coming in for Keely Nash.
Going to the basket, still unable to get it to fall there, and that's a good rebound by the sophomore Cetus. Inside to Laney Johnson, and she gets the first basket of the night.
That's the first point to put on your Wallet Side Associates scoreboard.
Which is in a brand new location tonight. Long range 3 is up, front iron, no good. Rebound controlled. Another one from Cetus, and she gets it down the court quickly to Doucet. Doucet trying to work it inside to Jowers, and it's going to be off of, well, it looks like it's off of Reeves. So it'll stay right here. Don't forget doubleheader action in this one tonight. Inbounds to Jowers, goes up for that one. Looked like was hit from behind or possibly fouled, but it'll stay right here.
Do you know where Reeves is, Doug?
I think it's up by Weston, isn't it?
It is actually, no, it's down actually below DeRitter.
Basket is up and good. Duce gets that one to fall, and she's got her first basket of the night. 4-0 Oak Hill, and they're looking to press and do some work, but Reeves having none of it. No, it is. It's down there by that Ragley and all of that area. First basket in there is Lauren Williams. I remember that. Beauregard Parish area, isn't it?
Yes, it is actually down there. Something that they're not used to, getting this video coverage there in Beauregard Parish.
Right. Well, they do a great job with their highlights. So I was watching some of their stuff from early on. Laney picks up the personal foul. So we are delighted to have the folks from Reeves up here down. If they're watching this one, if they went back in that one, jumping into the passing lane was Duce. She's going to find Jowers. Jowers slips down, though, and it's going to go back over. And I'm telling you, Lauren Williams is all over the place. Laney jumps into the passing lane and unable to get that one fall. 5 1/4 left in quarter number one. Don't forget doubleheader action. This one brought to you by Oak Hill Little Dribblers program, and we're very thankful for them. And they're a year-long sponsor. They'll be here with us all year long, as where it's Sheriff Mark Wood. All of our others, of course. 3 ball from the side, no good, out of bounds, will stay. Looks like it was off of Jowers.
Yep.
Rosalind Duce and Amaya Courts set to check in. Amaya Courts, the last game that we were here, really provided a lot of a spark. She had a couple of 3-pointers. I think they had 7 or 8 all total in that game.
Trying to remember, we got a big game coming up Friday. Number 2 Ash and I forget what Evangeli's ranked.
Number 18.
18? Yeah.
Once again, a 3. This one's going to fall. Again, front iron bangs around, no good. But Lauren Williams again with another rebound. This time she fires up the 3. It's no good either. Rebound controlled over there by Duce, and she'll get it all the way down off the head of number 30, Kinley Smith, who was just into the game.
I wasn't sure if she was ducking or actually called the ball off her head.
Well, we missed that. Whoever's running the clock, didn't we?
Oh, my goodness.
Right?
Who is that?
To do better work.
Well,
Amaya Courts set to inbound. Yeah, we got a little bit ahead of it. Jowers now has it. Jowers is going to go that running left-hander up and no good, but Duce is there to control the board. Still not able to get a bucket in. Laney Johnson, though, she's going to go to the free throw line. We'll see who they whistle that one on. It's going to be on number 1, Kelsey Williams. Picks up her first personal foul, first team foul, and Laney will go to the line to shoot 2. Banks front iron, no good there. Very slow pace for this one. The activity has been up and down, but Oak Hill unable to get a couple of baskets. Now they've held Reeves to just 2. Trying to change that, though, or the Lady Raiders.
Travel.
Foul is whistled.
Number 10, that was a travel. Number 10, Layla Williams on that travel.
It's nice when all you get to do is just look and make commentary, huh, Chuck?
It is.
Inside the Jowers, great assist from Duce.
Might start speaking a foreign language. French.
Right? Bangs around again. The rebounding has been controlled early on. That
There's
3 is launched. Is that Lauren again?
1.
No, that was number 1. Kelsey Williams. She gets the 3 and gets this to a 1-point game. Checking in for the Raiders, number 23 is Keeling Nash. Nash makes her way in. Yes, she returns. Again, big shout out to our man Roger Walker, who's manning the camera tonight. Boy, Chuck's spoiled. He's sitting there just watching the game.
Holding my phone in my hand.
Right.
Just cold chilling.
Over to the near side they go. That is Williams. Easy to call this game. Over to Williams. Now back out to Williams. That one's no good going the other way. Actually, there are more than just Williams out on the court. Again, we start talking about a big hello to all of the fans from Reeves that either made the trip up and are watching it now again when they went home, as it stays up on YouTube. Inside again to Jowers. She gets that one and unable to finish.
Goodness.
Laney pulls that rebound down. She'll kick it out, but a turnover is there. But that does not stop Laney Johnson from getting it back. Riley Duce is going to go to the basket, and she'll get that one to fall. That's her second basket of the night. Give her 4 in this first period. Near travel, slung around. That's Lauren Williams. She bangs that front iron and jumping around again, but unable to control. Good effort. That's going to get Cetus back into the game. And number 3, is that who checked back in?
I believe
Juliana Frazier will come back in, and number 10, Layla Williams, will make her way back in at the next whistle. Off the back side of the backboard, rebound controlled by the sophomore, Braylee Cetus.
Yep. Just can't get them
to
to fall.
Into the game now, unable to get that one to go. Back the other way is Juliana Frazier, gets the basket. They'll try it again. Now, Laney's going to try from long range. Boy, that rim has been unkind to these ladies, both sides of it. Now you'll get them in. 10 and 11 coming in. Layla Williams is there. Charlie Keever comes in. Yeah, I tried to do this last time digitally. It sure works out a lot better just writing it down.
Yeah. You've done it that way for so long, so it's kind of hard to adjust on the fly with some new technology.
Now, that doesn't mean I won't try it. Briley Doucet there throws that one around, but went off of Reeves. Maya Courts set to trigger the inbound, and she finds Briley. Briley manned up pretty tough there by Kinley Smith. Good screen by Rosalind. Good little crossover step, but unable to finish. And a foul is whistled. We'll let the clock catch up ours to theirs just a little bit.
34, it looks like.
34 is Amaya Courts, and a timeout is whistled. I don't know that we'll take it with them, but we'll sure try. Don't know if we can, if I can even get down there. I don't know if it was a 30-second commercial or what it was, but let's give it a whirl.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
Back courtside here in Oak Hill. Probably the least number of points I've seen from Oak Hill in a first period, Chuck, in a long, long time.
It is, and it's kind of like uncharacteristic of them not having the ball fall through the rim this early on. Usually they're sinking them.
Foul whistled on 33. That's Rosalind Doucet. She picks up her first personal foul. And Jowers will check back in. She swaps places with Johnson. The ball is inbound, and we're off and going. Just around the 2-minute mark, you see that on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Of course, you can see the upcoming playoffs on our Saddler's Towing scrolling scoreboard, and then all of our sponsors rotate around in that top right-hand corner. And you can, too. Reach out to us. 3-ball, no good. Briley pulls that one down, and she's going the other way with it. Now, we'll get Court's first good look at it, but that's rejected by Lauren Williams. The foul's going to be whistled on 34. That's Amaya Courts once again. That's her second foul, I do believe. And quickly, they'll get Cassie Lacaz up and into the game. And normally we've seen Courts come out and start going a little quicker. But you look at the disparity in the fouls. Took 5 fouls for Oak Hill and just 1 for Reeves in this one. So that's going to send Lauren Williams to the line to shoot 2. That one bounces off, and it's no good. Both of those teams, Chuck, are just struggling to get the ball through the basket.
They are. Or maybe it's the JV jinx. I don't know. JV played earlier.
Right.
Girls and the boys.
The second from Lauren is up, and we're tied at 8 apiece. Back down the floor to Rosalind Doucet. Rosalind surveying things with just quick hands. And I'm telling you, these two teams play identical. No shot. They're calling it on the floor. Foul's going to be
number 4.
Yep. That'll be Lauren Williams whistled for her first. And Coach Casey West clad in her sparkle
USA.
American flag. Well, it's veteran night here. They do that once a year. They'll honor the veterans. Free popcorn for them, too. That shot is up, and it's good by Cetus, it looked like.
23, yes, sir.
23 is Cetus, so she's got it quickly back the other way, and now things are heating up. That's 5 points for
Turnover. Got a turnover down here. Number 3 got called for traveling on that.
Yeah, she was whistling for that. Thought it might have been a foul. It looked like she traveled ahead of time.
Juliana Frazier.
She's facing full court pressure, but they face this every day in practice. So, it doesn't phase them at all. In those games with Fairview and Hicks and all of those, that back iron no good or backboard and no good. And quickly out the other way, but good hands by Jowers to stop that break.
Yeah,
Don't forget, we'll name our BU Designs Player of the Game. We'll also, in boys and girls games, we'll owe them a T-shirt. We don't have those in yet, but we'll get those to them next Tuesday when we're back out here. Backing things out is Lauren Williams. Good turnover there, and boy, it's just back and forth. The turnovers are mounting up on both squads, and there's another one on an errant pass. But it's coming, Chuck, from having to break the press. Clock continues to run here, but it should not be. They should get it back to about 38 seconds. 38 is what we have.
Yeah, they stopped it at 28 there.
Let's see where they put it here, but 38 is what we had.
35. So
they'll go 35 here, and we'll take it with them because they're the ones that are
that's right.
In charge of it. So we'll adjust ours to where they're at.
Official sees it when he sees it and calls it how he calls it.
Over the top now, Cetus has it. Nobody really getting on fire from beyond the arc. That'll be a 2-shot foul coming up there. First free throw, it looks like we've had, and they'll whistle that on number 1, which is Kelsey Williams, and that's her second personal foul, Chuck. Just the third team, but it is a 2-shot foul, and that will send Jody Jowers to the line to shoot 2. High arcing shot, no good.
Usually those fall for her. She's that high arcer.
That one she adjusts a little bit, but the rebound is controlled by Oak Hill. Laney is going to find herself back at the free throw line also.
And the clock did not run after the free throws.
So there you have it. He whistled that on Juliana Frazier.
We'll get those 3 seconds back.
That's right. First free throw again. A lot of arch on these. A hierarchy of things, if you will. Second free throw is good by Johnson. She's got 3 on the night. Reeves looking for what would be the last shot, but Oak Hill having none of that. They'll get quickly down.
Wow.
And they got numbers. Laney's going to take it herself. She gets that one to fall. Last second shot, no good. And that didn't hear a buzzer, but there it goes. For old time's sake, there's one.
There we go.
We move into the second period. We're going to just pause for a moment. Won't go anywhere, but we're going to take a pause. Back here at Oak Hill, student section fired up as you certainly knew they would be. Doug Gann alongside of Chuck Perkins and Roger Walker on the camera for us this evening. And you see our Sadler's Towing scrolling scoreboard And Chuck texting people in the crowds trying to give away the goodies. Yeah, that's right. We made a post about some shirts that we had that BU Designs had put out, and got a lot of orders from the Oak Hill folks. And I expect a lot more of them once they see them in real life, because there's a difference with them on the there's a foul that's whistled. But 23 is going to be whistled there, and that is Keely Nash. She picks up her first. BU Designs by Melissa Gann, proud alumni of Oak Hill. Back in 19 and something. Oh, I'm going to get in trouble for that one.
19 and something.
Probably go to the basket, unable to get the call, but there's just pesky Jody Jowers.
We'll say it was closer to 1999. How about that?
It's 19 something, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't get myself in trouble.
I'm trying not to. But if it's you rather than me,
then it's okay.
It is.
The ball is inbound there, and here's that pressure. The difference in having a big first period and that one, 3 balls up, was baskets not falling. Oak Hill had a lot of them from inside the paint. Now they're trying to go over the top to beat the press. They do that. Briley kicks things out. Now she'll work it inside to the sophomore Cetus, who has her basket or has her shot rejected.
There by Juliana Frazier from Reeves.
Oak Hill set to inbounds from underneath. Get it inside to Duce, and she's just banged around, but gets the board herself high off the backboard, unable to fall. Good behind the back save, but Briley just says, give me that.
Just ripped her out of it.
Look, Briley single-handedly trying to lower that rebounding margin.
She wants the bully board, I believe.
She does. Kenley Smith checking back in. Right. Chuck, I don't know my signals anymore. Chuck,
no, yeah.
Got it inbounds there. 7 minutes to go in this one. Again, great pressure from Oak Hill, but we've seen that throughout this one. And there's Jowers jumping inside again from her knees. She'll get it inside to Lacaz, unable to get that to fall. And boy, it's just been
calling timeout over
here.
Yeah.
30-second timeout on the floor, and we're a minute 15 into this thing, and into the second, and no points here. We were 13-10 to start this thing off. Don't forget boys action coming up. Coach Nate McGee and the Rams will make their way out there. Had my new Rams shirts, not the Lady Rams. This was Rams gear. It's a pretty good looking one. And the design that we did, we actually got this design from someone else. And one couple of parts of it are cut off. And I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not putting our name out on something by any means. But the fact that we're very thankful. Thankful to Oak Hill Little Dribblers program that this game is brought to you by. We are very grateful for their support of Oak Hill basketball by way of 446 Sports, and of course, our sheriff here in Rapides Parish, Sheriff Mark Wood, going inside the lane. And still, I think at halftime we need to go and take whatever's on top of that rim off on both ends of it. There's a steal, steps inside, and that's just a good-looking shot from Lauren Williams, and she's got 7. 13-12, just a point in between. Easily making their way down. That's Lainey Johnson that's got another basket. She's got 7. And whatever they're doing, they're just getting it down the floor. And look, they're looking to run in this one. Johnson now returns the favor to Jowers. Jowers with a little head fake. Kicks it back outside. And they'd be best served to reset. They do. Inside work. Count the basket. Basket is good. Foul is going to be on number 4. That's her second for Lauren Williams. Oh, I gave her 2 points, too.
Nope, instead of a foul.
Right. So give Jowers the basket. She's got 4, and she'll go to the line for the old school 3 opportunity.
Don't get to get threes like that very often.
High arcing shot gets its way in there, and now she's got.
I don't know what I was just saying, Doug.
You said they don't get many old-fashioned threes like that, but there's a newfangled one from downtown, and that is Layla Williams. It gets Oak Hill back to where
The three ball up.
Reeves from within one possession. Errant three is there. The rebounding, I think that Coach West probably got a hold of them on the rebounding side of it. Cetus off the mark from three, and she was as solid as they come the other night shooting them.
Yes. Yes, she was. Reeves set to inbound the ball down under here with some full court pressure by these Lady Rams again. Getting a little corner trap over there.
Back to work go the Raiders, and there's another shot from downtown, banging back iron. So not trying to overcompensate for missing short. Now they went a little too long. That one comes down to the near side, and Lacaz cross-court pass working inside to Cetus. Cetus is going to head to the free throw line. They'll whistle that on number 3. That is her second personal foul, and it's going to send Fraley Cetus to the line to shoot 2.
He put up a 0 after the 3, so I didn't know if it.
No, he put up that she's shooting.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yep.
Okay.
First one up and no good. And Amaya Courts come back in. He comes back in. She'll swap places with Lacaz. Free throws and layups have not fallen for Oak Hill. That one does, though. Give that free throw to Cetus. 19-15, just under 5 minutes to play. Near backcourt on the pressure, and there's Jowers with the steal. Saw that one coming. She goes up to the basket and gets that one to fall, and that's the kind of shots that you thought they would be making in this one. Quite frankly, they'd have a pretty good lead otherwise, but starting to do some work here. Duce quickly down. It goes. Jowers again. And a timeout on the floor. Give that basket to Jowers, but I'm telling you, the work that Duce has had with her assist, that's her 4th assist already. Full timeout on the floor. Why don't we go ahead and take it with them? If I can figure this out, surely I ought to be able to.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use.
Back to action we go. I'm having to click right to get left and scroll down to get up, and whew, it's just completely get off of that. 23-15, the score here. There's that difficult inbounds. Reeves does get it, but they're not out of the woods yet. They're taking a page out of the Oak Hill book and getting over the top and down the floor, and that's a blocked 3 from Lainey Johnson, who comes out of nowhere to get that one.
Little body shot there by 23.
Yeah, they'll call Cetus for that one. That's her first personal foul. Free throw up, bounces around, and no good from Juliana Frazier. Big shout out to the Reeves folks for getting us a scorecard with first and last names. You have no idea.
Wow.
What that means. Second free throw is up, and it's good.
Much appreciated there.
She's got 3 now on the night, does Frazier.
They can actually come and collect that from you at the end of the game and do some stats out of it.
Well, I'm certain they've got one of their own.
Just in case.
Back around the top. It goes inside the 3-point line, but they had whistled. It would have been from downtown had it went. There's a cross-court pass. Duce's got it again. We'll see if she's able to keep things going. Unable to get that one to fall, but Courts was there to help bang around with it. and it will stay with Oak Hill. We'll run the clock down a little bit to catch up where we're at. Rosalind Ducey makes her way back in.
Number 30 for the Reeves, Kinley Smith down there trying to do battle with it, but ball went off of her hands.
Court set to inbounds. Over the top she goes to Ducey. Briley's got it. Briley's going in against a couple of players, and that one's going to get knocked away. The basket will not count because it was after the foul. 10, they're going to call that on Layla Williams, her first personal foul, and that's going to send Briley to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one bangs around and is no good. Jowers over there to give her 5, and Sister Rosalind to do the same.
Yep.
Second free throw off as well, but a rebound controlled by the aforementioned Rosalind Ducey. Laney trying to get back in, but she's just been off target with hers underneath the basket. Swung around. Courts will take that shot. Misses there. Jowers pulls another one down. She dumps it back outside to Amaya. Amaya loses it, but Rosalind right there to get it, and they'll set things back up with Briley around the top. Inside it goes to Rosalind. She's trying to...
Oh, look at that.
Trying to work her way in, and she does. Very good assist came in. Now we go the other way. Getting a hand in the way is Laney. A little bit of a push off, nothing called. Rebound by Rosalind, but off her hands, and that basket is going to be up and good by number 1. That's her 5th point. She had a 3 back in the first, 25-18. You see it on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. There's Amaya. She's got it.
That's 3.
Amaya Courts from downtown gets that 3 ball to fall.
I brought a sparkle.
28-18 here, working inside. They go, trying to make a run to halftime. That one up, and it's no good. Largest lead of the afternoon for Oak Hill. Briley's got it. She's met with pressure, which has been there most of the game, but have been able to handle it pretty well. Knocks that one away. Don't forget, Coach Nate McGee will join us at halftime. He is the men's basketball coach, and will join us at halftime.
2 check in here for Reeves. It's number 2 and number 23. That is Riley Richard and Keely Nash for him.
Ducey's got it back up at the top once again, working her way around. And look, that inside game for Oak Hill is what they are trying to force. They know that they're going to have in that district they're in, and to make a run in the playoffs, you've got to have a strong inside game. And when the threes aren't falling, that's what you've got to switch and get that going. But the threes will start falling before we're done. That's a short 3 that's no good. Looked like it might have been tipped a little bit.
That's what I thought it was as well.
Foul is whistled. That is on 24. So Laney Johnson picks up another foul. That's a couple on her. Pressure on the inbounds coming from the Lady Rams. And there's a steal by Riley. Gets that up. The steal and the score, Riley Ducey. Had herself a pretty good second period here. Jowers steals that with an ankle, I believe, to the near side. Rosalind's got it. She's going to muscle her way in and gets that one to fall, does Rosalind Ducey. And this is a pretty good run. This was a game that was 13-10 at the end of 1. It's a 19-8 run here in the second. Over in the corner trying to end that. Reeves with a good hand in the face. Or Johnson was. Laney Johnson had that hand in the face of the Reeves shooter. And down the floor they go. Inside to Johnson, trying to pay her off, and they get it to fall. So it was good vision down the floor.
Wrong way, but I think it's off the hands. Number 15 here, the Rams. You know, I've been watching this Reeves team inbounding the ball, and they inbound it right underneath the goal. But if they were to get out from underneath that goal, which they can on an inbound like that.
They can on a made basket.
Yes.
They can't just right here.
Correct. But they have 2 players open down here.
Oh,
they may not have the arm strength, but that would be the way to beat the press.
Laney knifing her way to the basket has had herself a quiet 9 points in this one.
They had a drive to the lane, but they're kicking it back out, wanting the three now.
2 shots for Reeves in this one.
33. It looks like
Rosalind Duce is going to get whistled for her second personal foul. Good crowd in attendance on Veterans Night. Last Tuesday we were here. It was Camo Night, and now they're honoring any of the veterans that are in attendance. So you see a lot of red, white, and blue in the stands. You already see a lot of blue out there.
yes.
Bangs around, no good. Rebound control. Duce pulls that one down. Rosalind gets it back over to Briley, and now they'll work down the floor. Look, it's just precision. That one was thrown away. But a foul is going to be called with 45 seconds to go.
It's going to be on Roslyn. Checking in now is number 20 and number 23.
Yeah, Cetus and Lacaz will come in. The sophomore Braylee Cetus. At halftime, I will have made up for all of the times that I called her a senior and a junior, and they were letting me have it. They said, "Look, don't rush her out yet. She got a big career here," and in fact, she does.
Pull-up jumper number 3 off target.
Yep, shot no good. Cetus pulls that one down and gets it over to Briley. We'll see if they've got one more run in them. Still 30 seconds to go. A lot of time in Oak Hill Lady Rams standard time. Trying to get things up. It looks like just a little confusion out of this Raiders team. If anybody can settle it down, it's that young lady. We've seen a lot out of Lauren Williams. Near foul. Finally, a whistle there with
Out of bounds.
10 seconds, 10.3 to go.
Looked like she lost her footing. Kind of stumbled a little bit.
Knocked away, and possession will stay with Oak Hill or with Reeves.
Reeves has been impressive watching them. They're very aggressive, haven't given up at all, even though they've fallen behind now by some.
There's another block. Porch gets out, and she starts the run out to Jowers. Jowers trying to finish. Jowers to finish. She's going to have to finish at the free throw line. Now she's up.
Still on the floor over there.
Yep, there you go. Again, on a lot of injuries, we will stay off of it. And you see the Oak Hill come to the sideline here as they check out. That was just a good hustle play by Juliana Frazier, who gets her way up and comes out. But I mean, her motor doesn't stop. She is up and down the floor the entire time. Good to see that young lady up and walking off on her own. But free throws are coming for Jowers.
Yeah.
Cody Jowers will go to the line to shoot 2. Jowers has 6 on the night. Unofficially. Now she's got 7.
There's that high arc for points.
This is the kind of period that you expected. I mean, he had 13 in the first. The last time we saw him with a low-scoring first period, their goal was to come out and score 20 every time. Or 1 tick left on the clock, and you...
I mean, 1/10 of a tick.
Mm-hmm. So our clock is not official on there. There's 1/10 left on there. So don't go by the zeros on our scoreboard that's there. Know that there's an inbound play. And you don't have time. The horn was a little slow. You don't have time to tap and go. But let's take a we'll stay here on the cheerleaders. Let's do that in just a moment, and we'll stay on them, and then we'll get into our breaks. We got 10 minutes after time. We'll get some updated point totals and just compare and make sure that we're where we think we are. And we'll be right back. Right after this, we'll visit with boys basketball coach Nate McGee when we come.
I just haven't met you yet. I might have to wait, I'll never give up. I guess it's halftime and the other half's luck. Wherever you are, whenever it's right, you'll come out of nowhere and into my life. And I know that we can be so amazing. And baby,
We're back courtside. It is halftime here at Oak Hill. About 7 minutes to go in there. We're joined as the boys are getting the opportunity to warm up for a big one that's coming up. We're joined by new boys head coach Nate McGee. Coach, welcome aboard.
How's it going, man?
Everything is good. Your team's been putting out a lot of effort this season. I know some of the times the outcome's not been what you wanted on here,
Yes,
but
sir.
I think I guess the process is what you like to see.
The process is what I like to see. These dudes have bought into the system that I put in, man, and I couldn't be proud. I couldn't be more proud of them. We just got to learn to finish now.
Well, and that's something that you have to do. You've got a great group of seniors. Their pictures, of course, are on the wall behind us up here. Tell me about some of that senior leadership that you've got.
These boys, they bought in, like I said, man, and they've come in. A lot of them have sat a
Right.
year, or a year and a half, due to reasons, I don't even know, but I brought them back on. I sat down with them right before I came in, and I said, hey, man, if you really want this, you really want to come back into it, I need you to buy into the system, and I need you to be leaders. These guys, they, like I said, they bought in, man, and I can't be more proud of them. They've stepped up to the challenge. Every time I feel like we need a little motivation, they step up, they speak up, they talk a lot, and I think it's been working for us.
Indeed, it has. And look, basketball and baseball, and because there's no football out here in Oak Hill.
Yes, sir.
I mean, they're expecting a winning product that's on the floor. Have you felt any pressure out of that, or is it just, hey, let's go to work?
It's a little bit of pressure, but I've been up for the challenge. Like I said, man, I took some notes over the summer. We played a couple games out here and at Elizabeth and elsewhere or whatever, and I was just taking notes, man, seeing what other people are doing out here, and because I came from Grant to the last 2 or 3 years,
Right.
man, and I played 4 years of varsity ball at West Monroe High School, so the basketball
Get
is
out. I
different.
didn't know you're from West Monroe. Get out.
Yeah,
Get
yeah,
out.
man. From West Monroe, played 4 years varsity, man, and I just, the basketball is different out here. These dudes start earlier, 2 weeks in already, and other schools are just now starting.
Look at what that does the school, though, because out here, you're not waiting for any football guys to get
Not
back.
waiting.
Up there at West Monroe, like you got some other guys come in, and baseball's good up there, but football's king in Northeast Louisiana. Period.
All is king for sure.
And so you get squads like this. I mean, I've never seen crowds like this when we were, because I go to football school.
Yep.
But the crowds out here for basketball, girls and boys basketball is great.
They show up, man, and I love it. I've loved it so much. I've taken notice of us being at other schools and how enthusiastic their students are, their fans are, and we're here and we're the same way. You can see it in the crowd, and they're hype, and I love it, dude.
Look, when you get down to Sulphur and you get down to these March Madnesses,
Yes, sir.
you can tell when the B and C teams are playing.
Yes.
Because it's loud and it's just crazy out there.
The stadium rocks.
Absolutely.
They travel well.
And that's gotta excite you. But did you know what you were getting into when you took the Oak Hill job?
I did. Did I watch them a lot before I got here? No, I didn't. Did I know exactly, when it came down to the details of the players and the details of the program, I didn't know much about, but doing my research right before, you have your interview and all that type of stuff. Doing my research right before, I kind of knew. I was like, okay, I know what they had last year. I've seen the record that they had last year. I've seen the records that they had before, and I know it's going to be a challenge.
What is it like, and what's been the relationship with you and Coach West?
Man,
She's a mentor without a doubt.
she's a mentor, dude, and if I can be completely honest with y'all, man, I don't know where I would be right now without her. She's helped me out step by step. Every question that I have, she's answered. Her and I give credit to Coach Bandy as well, the athletic
absolutely.
director here. Again, man, I tell him almost every week, dude. I look at him, I say, thank you.
Right.
Thank you for being here for me. Thank you for giving me this shot, this opportunity, man. And I couldn't be more thankful for both of them. They've been at my side so far. They've seen, the losses that we've taken and the hard work that these boys are putting in, and they're always in my ear telling me, Coach is going to get better. Coach is going to get better. Coach is going to get better. So I can't thank them enough.
Look, you can't take a day off. You're going to get outworked completely by that coaching staff, and you responded. I've seen and I've watched and paid attention to what's going on, and I like the way the hustle that these guys are playing with. The confidence is there that, hey, we're going to go out here and compete every time, and confidence is huge in basketball.
Every night, man. That's one thing that I instilled in them from the jump. I told them, like I said, I took notes over summer. Everybody's doing almost the same thing, man, and a lot of people are winning. Oak Hill hasn't done that. We got to start something, and we got to start with a change. The change has happened, and these boys have stepped up to the challenge so far for sure.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you sitting in with us at halftime, and look forward to making this a regular segment and talking about what's coming up. But we'll let you go out there with you guys, and good luck to you this evening.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you.
There you have it. We're going to be right back. We'll, I guess we've got a couple of minutes to go, so we will take a timeout, and we'll be back here in just a moment.
At Wallace Eye Associates, right now is the best time to have your cataracts removed. A new year means a new deductible, so if you're just not seeing as well as you used to, schedule your cataract evaluation today. It's fully covered by all medical insurances, including Medicare. You never need a referral at Wallace Eye Associates, and our method of next-generation cataract care is the most affordable in the state. There's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Back we go. Halftime is coming to a close. What a tremendous, tremendous second period for the Oak Hill Lady Rams. 22-point second period, put up 13 in the first half, and it was 9 points, conversely, for Reeves in that one. That gets us to 35-19. Where we're at right now, and that's the kind of basketball that that they want to play. Looking around, Briley Ducey has 6 points. Jody Jowers has 10. Lainey Johnson with 9. Amaya Quartz has the lone 3 of the night, I do believe. Braylee Cetus has 2, and Rosalind Ducey has a couple of baskets as well at 4 on the evening. Thank you for Chuck to go in there at halftime and get that for us.
I appreciate exactly what you did there too, Doug. You kind of interjected some basketball gear into your announcement. You're talking about Converse. And so, Converse typically is a old basketball shoe that they used to wear back in the day. But it has double meaning, and you did it well.
And they also have a team that play down in B and C. That shot is up, and it's no good. Laney pulls down another board. Rebound again, and Jowers has been all over the board. Don't forget, we're working on our player of the game. Good outlet from LaCaz to Cetus. Cetus gets that one to go, and she's got 6 now. Well, I mean, it is non-stop up and down. Oh, there's a block out of nowhere, and Laney has been all over the place. I don't know if we could have said Laney's name more tonight than we have in a long time. That one bangs around off the feet, and they're going to call over and back.
Yeah.
His possession never was. It went off the feet of the Lady Rams. 7:06. You see it on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. We're still not at halftime. We're in the third period. Learning my way around this new scoreboard thing. Long distance three is up, rolls around, no good. Rebound controlled out by Lacaz. She gets it over to Cetus, and that's going to stop the clock, and it will go over to Reeves. Again, a big shout out to our Reeves folks that are watching this one tonight if they're down there.
Hope they ever enjoyed the show, enjoyed watching the games, you know.
Fouls whistled on the ground. I think they're going to get one over the back. No, they're going to get Duce for backing into her there. So that's a personal foul that's picked up. First team foul.
This third quarter.
If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. We went over 3,000 subscribers a little bit earlier this year. Didn't cost anything. That's Jowers picking up another foul.
That's two really quick on the Rams.
Yep, that will send number 3, Juliana Frazier, back to the line. She's going to shoot 2. That one misses. $18-point lead, largest of the game. Don't forget, we'll have our highlight video up of this one. Hope to have it tonight. I can't swear by that as sleep gets into the way. But they're going down the other. Look at Lacaz all the way coast to coast. Cassie Lacaz gets that one ball.
Down here by Duce, put back up Jowers, and it's not Jowers.
Yeah, Jowers is underneath at 15. So
Duce back still again. Got underneath there.
Just a little shovel in to Cassie, who's unable to get that to fall. And all of the work that Oak Hill was not doing rebounding, they are certainly doing it here in this first couple of minutes. Foul's going to be whistled here on Reeves, and that will be number 23, Keely Nash, that is whistled for what's her second. 20-point margin in this one. Appreciate Coach McGee for making his way up here. Boy, he's excited about the future here at Oak Hill and excited about the present. Cetus trying to get to the basket, but she's going to have to do it via the free throw line once again. She'll go there to shoot 2. I believe that, that's 10. That's her second as well. Cetus will go to the line to shoot 2. First one rolls around and is good. Getting the sub in here, and that's Kenley Smith making her way back in. She'll swap spots with Layla Williams. If you're watching us over on Facebook, we invite you to give us a follow. That one bounces around, no good. And another quick whistle.
Number 15 on.
That is Jowers that they whistle for that one, and she's picked up a couple of quick ones. That's by my count her third, but we'll have to see.
Coach West was checking. She's holding up 2.
That's 2 quick ones. I had her for 3, but anyway, Briley going to make her way to the line. Student section reminding them that they're, in fact, not allowed to do that.
Yeah, fractions are not allowed. Or infractions, rather.
Thank you. Old math joke gone sideways.
Yeah, there's a thin line that separates the numerator and denominator.
Oh, I apologize from the bottom of my heart, folks. Gets them both to fall.
Overthrown.
Inside, yeah, and there's another steal. And back to the free throw line as the free throws are mounting up. Chuck, we're a little over 2 minutes into this one and into the third, and they will be shooting. Oak Hill will be in the bonus the rest of the way. So they'll be shooting free throws for the final 6 minutes. 7 fouls total in the first 2 minutes.
Wow.
That will drag a game out.
It definitely will. and as aggressive as these play, there's going to be a few more that are going to be caused there.
Second one rolls around, and it's good. We're ready. And just another steal. That's Rosalind doing, or is that no? That's Cassie Lacaz that got that, created that steal. Or the pressure by these Oak Hill Lady Rams here to start the third period. I think Coach West got after him. We'll talk to her in between games. Going out the other way, Jowers on the clear out.
Little strong.
Yeah, unable to get that to fall. Saw a young man from Ash, Tyshawn Duncan, would have thrown that one down with authority.
Absolutely. From the left field.
Jowers is going to get another shot at it. Lays this underhanded in, and there's a timeout on the floor. Whistled by Reeves. It'll be a full timeout, and we'll take it with them. By the time I get around to where the commercials are, though, it'll probably be back in action.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Lori even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
Back courtside here at Oak Hill, you see the big upside-down ram head there.
Yeah.
You see that from where we're sitting. Another full crowd. You certainly get an idea of that. Good crowd shot over there. We invite you to join us all season long when the Lady Rams and Rams are at home. We'll be here courtside along with them. Don't know if we'll have them in the tournament game. That's a big one Thursday with Rose Pine out at Tioga. Don't know if we'll have that one or not, but it sure is, you need to go out and see that one.
And I'm not sure if they're playing Saturday as well. The tournament continues through.
I don't believe. I think I saw them just
Saturday.
Thursday.
Okay.
They took a day off in that one Friday to make way for that little thing called the second round, the regional round of the playoffs.
Because they have some players that are basketball and football, which, no, I'm just saying some teams may have that, and so to support their teams.
That's right. It's about support. That's correct. Probably going to go to the basket, and she's going to get the and one. Whistle is going to be on 3, and that's her third.
Frazier.
Duce gets the basket, and she'll get the foul. Let me get how I knocked Oak Hill completely down to 0. That's 48. That ought to make the fans back at home a little happier that it doesn't say 0.
That's it. Quick correction, rather.
That's correct. We're off and going here. 48-19. This has been a long run that Reeves has not scored a field goal. They had a way to unjinx them.
There you go. Now,
How about that? Announcer unjinxed. Johnson finishes that off. What a ball game, and she's going to go to the free throw line.
Jowers popped. 24 is
24 is Laney Johnson. Yeah.
Jowers popped her on the rear end, and she was like, "Oh."
Laney's probably playing the best ball game that we've seen. That I've seen. I remember there were a couple of games that she had great games and didn't see them, but this is probably the best game that I've witnessed Laney play.
Almost stole that one right out. Almost got that cake batter and bowl.
Right? I never did find that, Chuck. I tried to look for it, and I know what you sent me, but I went on there and tried to find it and couldn't.
Now, you know YT means YouTube.
I know exactly what it means. Man, do in fact. I was hoping you'd have just chopped it up for me and sent it in and left it in the box cast area there.
So that's a foul, puts them in bonus where they can be shooting now.
Yeah, Lauren Williams to the free throw line. 2-shot fouls the rest of the way. First one, no good.
The problem I had with the YouTube, I wasn't sure how much of it you wanted because there was quite of a discussion there. And YouTube only lets you clip out so many seconds.
Well, I need to know where it's at in Boxcast. That'll make it easier on me. That one up and good.
Yeah, but I'll take off work tomorrow.
There you go.
Stay at the office.
But you just hang out anyway.
Wow. Just because I know math doesn't mean the students know it.
Oh, I feel you.
Wow, so there's a laser shot.
I'm gonna tell you, whatever Coach Casey West said to him politely at halftime has certainly worked out. This is the time that we needed to have her mic'd up.
Right.
You say he's going to be whistled for that foul, Roslyn. She'll be called for that. That's her third. And Braley Cetus, the sophomore, will make her way back in.
If we do get a chance to do it again, we'll have to do some private, private interviews like that, where she can just take them back with her and enjoy them with her team.
A blooper reel.
Yeah, but not to be publicized necessarily. Not that she'd say anything bad, but
it's funny how these coaches say, "Yeah, I don't mind being mic'd up, but don't put this on the air."
Yes.
Down the floor again, and this has worked well for the precision passing. This time Johnson returns the favor over to Jowers.
Thought Laney took that one all on her own, number 24.
Oh, no, she had the pass over to Jowers. 3-pointers up, and it's no good. Johnson getting banged around, but the rebound is controlled by Briley. Getting it back to Quartz, and she's unable to finish that one off. Boy, you throw it in the middle of those Lady Rams, and they're going to jump on the basketball. Ever since that first quarter that was 13-10, it has been all Oak Hill in this one.
Yeah. Took the sealant off the top of the rims.
Indeed, just discussing it with them. That one is blocked.
Picked up by Quartz there.
I don't think that Cetus pulled the trigger on that as quick as she probably needed to.
Yes.
Normally, she's had either been wide open or got that ball out of her hands a little bit quicker. Jowers with the 2-step to the basket, doesn't get it to Paul Johnson, a good head fake, and she's going to go to the line. And Laney will go to shoot two. They teach that high arcing shots here. 53-23. Largest lead continues to grow. It's up to 30 now, and another rebound by Oak Hill. But getting sloppy with that pass. Held ball called, and it will go over to the Lady Raiders. The Raiders.
And it's been interesting to watch the officiating at this level versus some of what we saw the other day at the 4A, 5A levels.
Elbow to the back, and that's going to be more free throws coming. They whistled out on Jody, and Jody's amassing a number of fouls in this one. I don't know if they may get her out of there, and quickly they do. You'll see Maddie Danzy hop up, and it'll see her first action. She's set to check in with Lacaz. First free throw by Williams. Lauren Williams is up, and it's good. Well, that is the first time. And then Jowers and Briley do say come out of there. And, you talk about Laney, an all-around game from Johnson. She's been there rebounding. She's been assisting. She's been scoring. And she's kept her composure. We've seen her get into foul trouble in some of the games, but she has just played probably one of the best games that we've seen.
Reeves trying to take advantage of those two leaders not being in the game. Got a quick score there, but got a favorable call also there. The ball rolling off of one of the Rams.
Yeah, ball over to Reeves, and that will set up that full court pressure once again. Ever since they went to that long distance throw, they've been working to run out. It seems that instead of bringing it up, they've tried to just go over the top a lot. But it slows it down. Free throws. And the Lady Rams were shooting with 2 minutes in.
Yep. I think I called that one on Kylie Richard, number 2.
Free throw from Cetus gives the Lady Rams 54.
What is the mercy rule in basketball, or is there one?
There is. It's 42, I think, or 35. I'm not sure, but we'll see.
Maybe 35. Football is 42.
Right. Lady Rams are on their way to that here tonight.
I think it is 35.
Reeves doesn't want anything to do with that, and they're firing away with the 3-ball, but Johnson pulls down another board. Oh, she's been impressive tonight. I know it sounds like a broken record, but she is it. Good dish. Lacaze is going to go to the free throw line. Layups and free throws have been the difference. What was not falling in the first period has proceeded to do that, and we should be able to get a visit with our player of the game, whoever that may be. Good battle between a number of them tonight.
It is. Yeah, I mean, you got a pretty good selection to choose from, and it's narrowing down. But
Riley Doucet has had herself a ball game tonight. Jody Jowers has had what we're used to from Jowers. Who's banging around? Good work by Cetus. She's another tough one. I mean, she just
saved the ball
all the way down the floor to Lacaze. Gets that one to go.
Nicely done.
And good job of Reeves not fouling that time down. Launched an errant 3. Rebound controlled by Lacaze and off and running. We'll see if we see another nifty pass from Johnson. We did. Thought she might have been better served to hold on to that one herself. Courts up top now to Cetus. Bounce is no good. See, that foul is called on. Looked like it was called on the student section. Now they'll whistle that on number 10. That is Layla Williams. And Lacaze now will go back to the free throw line. Kaz has had a pretty good night tonight as well.
Yes. Except for that shot.
Yeah, that happens. Oak Hill with a big win over Fairview at Fairview.
Oh, my.
Over the weekend in that tournament. Saturday is when it was.
One thing about basketball, they play several times during the week.
They do in these early season tournaments that are playing. That one's up and it's no good. Rebound controlled by Cetus. Inside now to Laney. Laney continues to fill it up. And Chuck, we'll see as it's at 34. I don't know if Lady Rams can get it to that point here in the third as it winds down. Charge is called there. No free throws coming in that as they don't shoot on the
defensive foul.
That's her fifth. They don't shoot on an offensive foul, but that is 5 on that young lady. Juliana Frazier will come out of the game due to the 5 fouls.
Defense doesn't get to shoot when there's an offensive foul. I'll follow you now.
The offensive foul, no matter what, don't bring free throws. Yeah. But the ball will go back over to Oak Hill.
Yeah, that was number 5 on number 3 there.
Yeah, she's out. So she's out of this one. And look, it's just the only way you come in and play. That's coming in is Michaela Rachel, the freshman. Michaela Rachel checks in for Oak Hill, and you'll see some of those younger ladies coming at that one knocked away. Boy, you want to get it over that 35 because you can't bring it out. Another basket there. And there's pressure. Back to the free throw line they go. And I'm telling you, Reeves has to be careful here too because they're getting a lot of foul trouble.
Yeah.
They've tried to keep the aggressive pressure up on Oak Hill tonight. And, boy, second quarter on, it's just not been able to.
Yes, and we're less than 60 seconds into this third or left in this third period. So they still got a period to go.
Yeah, and it's, again, whatever she did between first period and second period is both free throws. Well, I'm going to tell you, free throws if there's an Achilles heel for this Oak Hill Lady Rams team, it's from the charity stripe, and that's something they'll have to work on. 60-30, under a minute to play. Kicked it back outside. Cetus is going to go to the basket and get that one to fall. Corner three, up, no good. Rebound controlled out by Maddie Danzy. Danzy, the sophomore, pulls that one down. You've got just lost ball. It will go over to Reeves. 12.4 remaining here in the third. It's been all Oak Hill since the first period.
Nice spin move there. And
yeah, that's good there. Under 3 and 2, and that should do it for the third quarter play, and it does. 62-32. We'll be back right after this.
This month, as we gather with the ones we love, let's take a moment to give thanks for the blessings in our lives. When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust those who care about your family as much as you do.
I'm Jason Hawk, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm here to help you protect what you hold dear.
Whether auto, home, or life, have peace of mind knowing that your family is covered today, tomorrow, and for years to come. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect what matters most.
Back court side we go, 62-32. Oak Hill Lady Rams in command of this one. It was 13-10, Chuck, after the first period, but then a 22-9 second period. And goodness, it was 35-19. So Oak Hill gave up just, 12 in that. So gave up the highest scoring that they had, but they had 35, so 27. So pretty big periods for Oak Hill in the last second and third ones.
Yes, and they creeped up to 34 points, which is 1 point shy of that mercy rule time. But 20 points now, 30 points rather, separating the two teams. So I don't think it's going to take long for these Lady Rams to get there to that 35 point.
Well, Coach Casey West talks about finishing a game, and she's got the starters back up there, and they'll run a couple of minutes here. Jowers pulls that board, gets it up, and it is in.
She stole that one.
Uh-oh, there you go. I was going to hit the pause button, and I hit the mute button.
No,
it never sounded so good.
Nah.
Pass here can press Jowers and Cetus up top, but good work. That one's nearly thrown away. 3-pointers up, and it's no good. It was the missed 3-pointers. That basket is there. The missed 3-pointers from Reeves that kind of got them out of it because they wanted to keep shooting it. But it's been this type of offense that has got Oak Hill the big lead. They just went over the press, and over the press. Inside of Lacaz. Banging around, no good there. And Reeves has come alive here in the last minute or so.
Wow.
They're going to call a block. And that's a rarity there as this Oak Hill team is known for taking charges. That one is whistled on Cetus, and I don't know.
I'm sure there's somebody right now going back, well, not right now just yet. But in a few seconds, we'll scroll back and look at that one again.
That's right. And you can watch it on YouTube. You're able to scrub backwards out there. Don't forget, Oak Hill Lady Rams and Rams basketball tonight, brought to you by the Oak Hill Little Dribblers program. If you're thinking about basketball in Oak Hill at an early age, you need to be thinking about the Little Dribblers program. And how does one find out about the Little Dribblers? Just ask anybody out here. They'll point you in that right direction, and you'll get out there. Also, Sheriff Mark Wood and the Rapides Parish Sheriff's Department for the support that they give the entire community. BU Designs, those are all proud sponsors of Oak Hill Lady Rams and Rams basketball. Timeout whistled on the floor. We'll see 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Chuck, we got a big week coming up.
We do. Heck, even just starting tonight with this going on, then Thursday night, tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's not Wednesday, Thursday. Tomorrow night's Wednesday.
Tomorrow night's Wednesday.
So another breather night for us. We have a company meeting tomorrow night.
That's correct.
And then Thursday we have our coaches show out there.
I knew I had something to do.
I'm glad I reminded you. But the coaches show Thursday night out at Walk-Ons, the Thomas Bachman show for the Ash Trojans football.
So, Riley Doucet, Rosalind Doucet, cousins, Carson Sellers. There you go.
They are.
You see the connection.
Yep.
So
And,
we know that they watch each other's games without a doubt.
And Melissa Gann, alumni
From out here, and so that's right. It's all about community out here. Shot high off the back glass, controlled by Jowers. Riley's got it. She'll get it back to Jody now, working against Cassie wide open under the basket. Got to dunk that.
Yeah.
Throw it down. Maybe next time. Jumping inside, and you know the Doucet is going to come up with that when she gets it back over to Jowers. The left-hander unable to get it to fall, but there's Cetus who tips it back into Briley, and back to the free throw line she goes. Well, I'm torn in this one between Briley Doucet and Lainey Johnson as our BU Designs player of the game.
Hang on. See what I got here.
It looks like it's not going to help me any because the decision making will be done following this one as a whole host of new players are in. That is Rosalind Doucet that's come back in. Amaya come back in, but she's coming in for the shooters. Michaela Rochelle makes her way back in. Who did I see? Put your coin away. Jocelyn Johnson. I thought I saw Boogie, they call her, out here. Ball banging around.
Doucet's steadily passing it off to somebody else to make the points.
Or Reeves hustling right back down the floor. And then back down the court. That's Danzy looking for her first basket. Does not get it to fall. The sophomore guard thought she had a shot at it. Back down the other way. And so if you notice, there's not been a clock stoppage since the free throw when Courts was waiting to come back in. This might be one of those times that Coach Casey just calls a timeout to get it swapped out.
They'll get a foul or something. Oh, no. Thought they were going to held ball for a moment.
And she's just standing there really not happy with what's going on. Cross court to Doucet. Rosalind held ball.
Yep.
And that's the first clock stoppage in about a minute and a half of play. 5:19 officially on there, so we'll wind it down with it.
All right.
He's got a mint is what he's got.
Thought you
Perfect.
Dang it.
I win. Passes inside there, and we'll see what some of these younger players for Oak Hill are able to do. 67-42 in this one. I think we were a couple of points off of where it needed. So 67-42, 25-point lead in this one. 5 minutes to go.
I win, he says. Sounds like a new Apple product.
Right. They'll whistle that foul on Boogie. Jocelyn Johnson gets that. She's the 8th grader. So the game we played last week, Chuck, you were out here.
Yes.
Pitkin, I guess it was. Pitkin.
Yes.
They got a Jocelyn Johnson as well.
They did. That's right. That who was it? That was on the mic with you. I'm drawing blank.
Alexa Dyer.
Yeah. Kind of had her perplexed a little bit.
Yep. She's off with those LSU Lady Generals. The basket is up there and good by Boogie. She gets that one to fall. Yeah, there's a big one coming up Friday night. Alexandria and welcomes in Evangel. That is for a right to go on to the quarterfinals. This is a regional round matchup. The lone team remaining in this area. You stretch out in this area a little bit, and you can get out to Gina, where Gina's alive. Cetus looking to come back in. She'll swap places with Doucet, also returning for Reeves as Kenley Smith. And Keely Nash will check out.
Kind of a interesting matchup with the Trojans and those Eagles.
The record holder for yards in a game in Pop Houston for Evangel, sophomore quarterback, and he broke that record for 780-something yards in that big game against Captain Shreve that ended 77-76.
So that first matchup.
Right. They lost that one and then come back and win the one that counted, which was the playoff game. There's Cetus spinning inside the lane, unable to get it to fall, and careful, she went down hard.
Backwards, too.
Out of bounds, and it will go over to Oak Hill. And then, of course, you've got four-star phenom JT Lindsay for the Trojans. 1,800 yards rushing, 24 touchdowns on the season. Should be a high-spirited game. I was watching one of the video interviews from up in that Evangel game, and they were very adamant about they were coming after the Trojans and were going to shut them down.
Really?
That's what he said.
You have to send me the link to that one. And there's some other connections there between Ash and Evangel, right?
Yeah, Coach Thomas Bogman played for them during those undefeated state champion and national champion times. So the ties are deep there. I don't know if you've ever watched that program, says God, Family, and Football, that's out on Fox right now. That basket's up and good.
Little sloppy with the passes are the Lady Rams right now.
Well, so the very good Rams defense, and this is going to put an end to a lot of the sloppiness.
Oh, absolutely.
They're bringing Jowers back in. LaCaz will come back in. Duce will make her way back in. A couple of the younger ones, too. Let me see. Looks like Peyton Goodwin is going to check in. Also is Mackenzie Lansdale, the 8th grader, will come in. And so, but you bring back LaCaz, Briley Duce, and Jody Jowers in with this group. So you're mixing some starters out there, which is certainly what you want to do.
You know, they still have a 20-point lead, but don't want to take a chance of getting caught.
It was at 34
yeah.
a couple of minutes ago. Yeah. That is 50. So 19-point lead and a timeout on the floor. 3:56 to go in this one.
Coach here for the Reeves Raiders, right? Reeves Raiders?
Yes.
Seemed a little bit of light there, but I don't know that he didn't see that who was on the court. So I have a feeling it's going to be a different viewpoint when he sees the pressure that are put on these new check-ins that just came in. But they are playing with a little more spunk right now.
They are, but you get a couple of your senior leaders out here in Duce and Jowers.
Yeah.
And that'll calm things down just a bit.
A little bit of control.
You know, and that's why Chuck, you try to get it over that 35-point mark because you want to get the clock going. Once you get it below that, can't come back. And there's that good Reeves pressure once again. Foul is going to be whistled.
On number 4 there.
Just the second team foul. So very stark contrast to the way the third period was. So the third foul is what they'll give them. Back up top. Jowers backing down underneath. Going to turn and get that one to roll around, and it goes.
Just started gabbing more and more of the rim as it rolled.
Oh, right to the hands of Duce, who will take this one herself. Blocked there, but she's going to get the rebound, turn, and get the basket.
Trying to get that foul as she was going down there, but there's the ball rolling up the court.
Over here to where we're at. It's a good run by this Reeves team. They went out and never at all stopped playing in this one, and you give them credit to their head coach as well for keeping his young ladies fired up. LaCaz from downtown, no good there. Rebound controlled. And we've seen Reeves, they'll bounce that one off. I think that young lady was looking up. Keely Nash was looking down the floor. Ball takes that wild bounce. Back inside now, over in the corner. Cassie will try it again.
There it is.
Oh, corner pocket, Cassie LeCaz. And that's the way that you bring in a couple of your starters in with some of the youngers, and now you'll see stopped a little bit that run. But look at what she's doing. She's continuing to keep starters out there. Get a fresh 5 out there. Lainey Johnson comes back. Maya Courts comes back in there. Who did we see? I saw Danzy make her way back in. Boogie returns. And 22 is Michaela Raschel.
I'm watching the interaction between the upper lower squads and some of the Quartz still it's in that varsity role too. Just watching her with the inbound and ball handling. I think they're going to get some work out of her coming up ahead.
Oh, there's no doubt. And what she went to in this Reeves kept their starters primarily out there, and so they were continuing their press against what was, I believe, the JV squad for this Lady Rams team. Very talented one, but going against those first teamers for Reeves, it was kind of difficult on them. There's a foul. It's called. She on the line, so it'll go the other way. And she says, okay, we'll just end a steady mix of half starters and half youngers in there, and that's got this thing back to comfortable again. A 7-0 run. It was 50-69 when she did that, and that's a quick 7-0 run. There's a young lady. First time we've seen Taylon Trahan make her way into the game tonight. Also, number 2, Kylie Richard returns.
Okay.
Courts bringing it down. Turning, going to the basket. Left-handed shot is up, and it is good. I don't know why I do this, but I just bang around on that scoreboard. But the good thing about it is that's a good block by Courts. It's a good thing about it is these Oak Hill fans understand what a goofball I am. And Amaya Courts goes to the basket, and they reach the 80-point plateau.
80-50, so there's your 30 points.
Yeah. Not as
entangled.
Not as big as it was earlier. Minute 44 remaining in this one.
Followed on number 1 there for the Lady Rams.
And you'll get, that's that combination we saw earlier of Peyton Goodwin and Mackenzie Lansdale. Lansdale, the 8th grader, coming in. A couple 8th graders they've got work tonight. Boogie has been in there. Mackenzie Lansdale has been in there. Free throw is up. Back iron, no good. And that will get Johnson and Lansdale back. Or correction, I'm sorry. Goodwin and Lansdale back in the game. Courts comes off. Lady Johnson comes off.
Or that one that just came off. You controlled the ball, watching where her feet were on the line there.
Free ball is up, no good. And a foul, loose ball foul whistled.
Number 2.
Not quite shooting yet.
We have 5.
Minute 27.
Oh, I'm sorry. We have 5
yeah,
now.
We've committed 5.
The 10 shot. There it is off the bank.
That's a 2 ball, but that basket's up and good by Maddie Danzy. Minute 16 or so to go in this one. Good little Euro step.
Nice.
Defense has kind of stepped back a little bit. Reeves still pressuring the inbounds all the way down the floor. That's another one that's up and good. I've been very impressed with the work of Johnson there. Boogie gets to the basket well. Over into the corner, that's a 3. Bangs around, no good. Rebound controlled by Reeves, up and back, and the officials not wanting to call, trying to run this last little bit out of it as best they can, but have to do it there. And that's going to be whistled on Michaela Raschel. That will be her first personal foul.
Okay.
So you go back to that first period where Oak Hill was shooting with 2 minutes to go. I mean, was only 2 minutes gone. And now they're still not shooting some 7.5 minutes into this one, checking back in. Charlie, that's the first time I think we've seen Charlie Keever. Keever checking in, Keever, if you're scoring at home. 84-54, so it'll be a resounding lead. That one little spot towards the end of it is one of those that we'll ask.
She also think that's her first time.
Yep, indeed it is. And look, just the hustle there, but back the other way. Mop-up time could be sloppy time. There's no doubt about it. That's when you keep the whistles in your pocket and you're slow to stop and quick to start. 3-pointers up and it's good, or no good, correction. And look, I'm telling you, there's some aggravation, if you will, out of number one.
For
Jocelyn Johnson, for Oak Hill. Yeah, Boogie has been very aggressive around the basketball. Free throw up, and it's good, 84-55. Don't forget, we're not going to stop this stream. This will be the stream that continues on.
Okay.
So you'll check back in a little bit and catch the boys' game.
So no need to go and find another one.
No need to find another. Concession stand is all that we'll need to find.
Yeah, that's true. And if you have somebody that's waiting to tune in for the boys, go ahead and contact them and say, hey, this one's rolling down. Won't be long. Go ahead and get tuned in. Errant pass there. Picked up by Reeves. Turnover. Shot at 3 there. That's
basket.
23.
Yeah, basket up and good. So the final one of the night is by Taylon Trahan, and she gets the basket to go there. Your final score is 84-58. We got boys action coming up after this. We'll talk to Coach Casey West as well, and we'll do all of that here in just a bit. 84-58. Your final. Oak Hill in a big way. And it was a 3-point ball game after the first period. And boy, did things change up there.
Absolutely did.
Chuck, what do you make of it?
I tell you what, told them at the scores table, I was really impressed with the aggressive play of those Lady Raiders and these Reeves. I didn't know what to expect coming into it, but they held their own. They battled the whole time. They did not give up. They stayed right in the hip pockets, but just could not quite make the plays that they needed to.
So look, I mean, the girls aren't off the court, and they're already over here standing out for the guys to run out, and that's just really what you like to see. Chuck, I'm going to step away for a moment. I'm going to go to the scores table, and I'll be right back.
Go right ahead. Got Coach West will be coming up here joining us in just a few moments. She's already looking at it. Let's see if she wants to talk now or wait till afterwards. I'm sure Coach Mr. Gann, Doug Gann will get with her in just a moment to get her on the mic. Talk to her a little bit here between games. Shows 10 minutes on the clock. Waiting. Shows 10 minutes to see. I'm not sure. I'm waiting to see them start moving because I have not seen that clock move yet. But the Reeves Raiders boys over here in your red and black are warming up. On our left, the camera you see here is on the Oak Hill Rams boys team, which will be playing here in just a minute. So, yeah, they just started the 10-minute clock. 9 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in this transition stage between games. So, Coach West was looking for you. She was trying to see if you were okay. Was fixing to come up or not. So, been having a lot of fun telling about 20,000 jokes. No, I'm kidding.
I had Roger in control to hit the mute button and not let any jokes go by.
He looked at you and said, "What?"
Right? I know.
No,
we're gonna
exactly.
We're gonna visit. We're gonna visit with Coach West in a minute. But a score line of 14 points, 18 rebounds, 14 points, 18 rebounds, and 10 assists, a triple-double on the night for our player of the game, Briley Ducey. Briley just wow, that was just as solid as they come, and we'll talk to her. Jody had 19 points on the night. Lainey Johnson had 14 points on it. It was just an incredible night. These young ladies got after it. We've got Oak Hill and we've got Reeves coming up in boys action. We'll get the starters and all of those things here momentarily.
I'll tell you something about Briley that I noticed real quick while you're waiting on Coach West to come up. The selfless play that she does, she demonstrates. I mean, she's very aggressive. She's going at it. But if she gets a chance to dish it off to somebody for selfless play, she's going to do that. And I saw that especially when all the second or third strings came in and she was stuck out there in the midst of it. She did a lot of that. Even though she was underneath getting the rebound, she was trying to pass it off to somebody else to let them have that shot at the goal. That was just awesome display of her character out there.
And indeed, she was. It was certainly great to see. We'll get with they ought to get us our starters down here momentarily. We'll see, and if not, well, we'll call. It's there. You have to check down here with them.
Asking for Wi-Fi.
Ought to be a good one tonight. Boy, Reeves historically has been so solid. And it's one of those, a team that has been performing well for a number of years against a team that new coach and new spirit. I mean, they really fire up, and it's fun to watch this Oak Hill team.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I enjoyed that last game here with Pitkin, even though Pitkin came out the victor on that one. Still, like you said, a great game, and the coach is doing well with those Rams getting them fired up and ready to go.
We're going to step away for a minute. When we come back, it'll be time for the starting lineups and Oak Hill Rams basketball. Back here getting ready to get things going for the men's action, and I got a guest here with me, but we'll get to that in just a moment. Right now, let's go courtside for the starting lineups in tonight's boys contest between Reeves and your Oak Hill Rams.
Number 24, Nathan for Christian Williams. Number 46, Carter Reeves. And now, your coach, Rick. 5. Tucker.
There you have the starting lineups for the Oak Hill Rams and for the Reeves Raiders. And we are joined up in the booth now by our BU Designs player of the game, Briley Ducey. Briley joins us up here. Congratulations on quite a game.
Thank you.
Look, I started looking at, thank you. I started looking at and we're going to talk to you a little while the game's going on, so that'll be okay that we do that. But I've got to get one question out of the way first. So my wife's an alumni, and the last name, Ducey. What is?
They can go either way. I say Ducey.
Okay, you say, well, if you say that, then I've got to say that. But then so that makes my wife right. That was there, and so. The shirts will be here for your player of the game next game, which is Tuesday for us. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
But you guys got off to a sluggish start there. It was 13-10 in that first period. And I got to believe Coach Casey's got something that lit a fire under you.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely was screaming in our faces. But overall, we just came together as a team and we were just like, we got this. We need to settle down. It's going to be okay.
So one of the things is that shot is missed and controlled now going back the other way for Reeves. One of the things that we saw is the three-pointers weren't hitting like they were last game, so you kind of went a little bit more to the basket with it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. We like going to the boards anymore, like some of us, but if the threes aren't hitting, we know that's okay. We know we can drive to the goal. We're really confident in that, and we knew what we had to do.
Look, Jody had another big game. Lainey Johnson had a great game in there. Just there's no one person as good a game as you had because I mean everybody's out contributing and doing their job.
Yes, sir.
I got you. Look, though, the action is going to. What's with the get up on here too? And we're not seeing it. Reeves trying to get the first basket of the night, and they do. So you got the pink glasses going on. You got the board bully. Is that what you've got?
Yes, sir. Whoever gets the most offensive, defensive rebounds combined, you get the board bully. It's a new thing we started this year, and somehow I got it tonight.
Somehow from 19 rebounds, that's how you got it tonight. First two baskets up are good from Reeves, and they're starting with some of the pressure. Looked like one of the things that changed is they were pressing the same way you guys were pressing. You started going over the top rather than just trying to beat it. Did that make the difference?
Yes, sir. We practiced that, even though we're still struggling with it. But Coach Resch just told me what I needed to do, and I knew my teammates were going to be there, and I got it done.
Look, do you play softball? That arm that you had getting the ball all the way down the floor?
Yes, sir. I'm an outfielder, so.
Well, that makes a lot of sense there.
Yes, sir.
And absolutely, we'll have to come out and catch some of the softball games this year too.
Oh, when it's not cold.
With that, yeah. 3 ball is up and good from the corner. So do the pink glasses signify anything, or you just got pink glasses on?
No, Coach Resch always just says you won't do it, and that's a bet for me, and so I have no shame, so I'll come over here and do it.
So how is she? And we'll get a picture. We'll get our man Raj real quick while there's a foul on the floor to turn around and get a shot of the glasses on here. Let's see if we can get him to spin around. We'll do that real quick. And that's the look that we're talking about. So she not only does she wear them, but she's getting on camera of doing it. Thank you, sir. So now, I had to go back and look at the tape from last game. That 3 is up and it's no good. It looked like after the game in the handshake line that you were waving up here to the booth. Then I realized it was because Alexis was up here. And that I don't think you were waving at us, but over to...
Was waving at y'all.
Okay, there you
Yeah. Alexis is just... I just love her so much. She means so much to me. And I love when she comes to my games. I love going to her games, watching her in college. She's the best person ever.
Look, she was fired up. You got another one from your team last year in here, and I saw Christina Green up here too. She's awesome to see.
Yeah, that's my best friend over there.
So you got that seems to be a pattern that a lot of you guys have, that best friends. I mean, the camaraderie on your team is just so solid.
Yeah, we do a lot of team bonding things because we have a really good coach that thinks that's really important, and it is. So we just love each other. We're with each other every single day. So
tell me about the brick wall that y'all did. That seemed like a cool moment.
That was actually my pawpaw that helped us because he bricks.
Right.
It was just another team bonding thing for more chemistry. It just kind of explains what we're bringing to this team. And for example, I put leadership.
Right.
I want to help my teammates on the court because some of them are just coming up. And so we put it together, and nobody's going to make it fall.
Well, it was impressive. I know around that time you ladies had a lot of fun. You went down to Baton Rouge and saw that scrimmage between LSUA and LSU and got to see Alexis go down and part of that. How does that make you feel, being that kind of environment?
It was really fun. I really loved it. It makes me want to play, actually. And overall, I just love watching Alexis. I love watching LSU. It's really fun.
Well, there you go. It's a lot of fun. And look, I go back to one question. I'm going to let you get out of here, and we're going to roll on with this one as that basket is up and it's good, and we're knotted at 8. Coach West said that she didn't think you would do that, but she's the most flamboyant one of any of them that I've seen with the outfits and things. And these shades don't seem like that big a deal with some of the outfits that she wears. So.
Yeah, I mean, she's obviously my aunt, so I've been in her closet multiple times. If you go in, it looks like a Barbie dream house. It's so awesome. One time she made me clean out her closet, and I was like, holy smokes, girl.
Look, that's just that's pretty cool. That's a great story, and that's what we like. Our BU Designs Player of the Game for the girls' game, Briley Duce, a triple-double on the night. So congratulations on that. Got the great get-up on here. I'm loving it. Congratulations on a great win and a great night.
Thank you, and thank y'all for coming.
You got it. Briley Duce joining us there. Back to action here as that 3 is launched, and it's up and good at 15-10. And 3:37 remaining here in the first. It is 15-10. Oak Hill boys hanging around in this one. And we'll get you caught up on all of it too. Been an explosive night early on. A couple of threes in this one, and we talked to Coach McGee early on. Talked to him before the game, and then we talked to him on air and talked to him at halftime. And incidentally, we are going to visit, I believe, with Coach West at halftime also in that one. And he said, look, we want to come out here and compete. That's the thing that they're going to base all of this off of, is our ability to compete. And so we'll see what these Rams have. It's been full pressure. And he's got them buying into the process. And that's what you heard him talk to us about it at halftime of the girls' game. That shot is up and it is good. And not getting, that's going to go the other way. Coach Nate liking what he sees there. The crowd staying on hand for this one. Red, white, and blue veteran night on here. Chuck, how was the concession stand, buddy?
It was lovely. I kept waiting for a text for you to send me something, but I never did. But those jalapenos are popping.
I see that. Indeed, they are. I think at halftime, may step down there. May say, no, I'm going to interview Coach Casey, so I may send you over there.
At least half of it will make it back up here.
Right, exactly. Basket up, and it is good.
Well, I'm glad you were able to pick the player of the game without having to use my mint for a coin toss.
Right. Now, Shin's up with a triple-double on the night, and it was just an amazing evening for Riley Ducey. Ducey, I'm sorry. She said it's Ducey. So that's great. And my wife told me that a
whole year calling her Ducey.
She said people they call them both on there, but from now on, I mean, I hate to go and change here in mid form on there, but
her sister's name is also Ducey.
Yes. And so where I was at that corner three, and the young man from Reeves points over to the Ram player. I'll have to figure that out a little bit. That one up nearly there, but unable to get it to go. Back down over the floor, and there's a bounce pretty hard in this. And we are reconnecting. Don't know what happened with our. All right, we're back up and not going at all. Reconnection was success. All right, we're back up. It is recording. So if we miss anything in there, of course, we'll have that back up for you.
All right.
It has been anybody that is familiar with this area out here knows that they've had internet issues aplenty today. Got a text early from our man on camera, Roger Walker, and he said, "Look, y'all better bring extra reinforcements because the internet's not really good out here." There's a good block by Wesley McMicken. McMicken's been all over the place here.
21, I think, can get that foul.
Yeah, they whistled it on Sam Rachel. Minute 28 to go here. That shot up and no good. Rebound tapped back out and tapped to himself. That's Christian Williams that gets that. Still no basket. No, you were just on my sheet there.
Sorry. Thought you was poking me like the pig.
Minute 17. I easily could have done it just by touching and changing the time. Free throw up and good. Not complete rosters on either of these teams, and so that's why we don't have a lot of that. We had the first 5 on each side of it, so we'll sort of work on that a little bit the next time around. 24 to 16 here in this one. And look, I'm doing it. All 4 of these teams that we've seen, Oak Hill, Lady Rams, Lady Raiders, the Raiders and the Rams, just full court intensity. That one all the way down the floor. Basket is up and it is good. The run out, that was Christian Williams, just kind of snowbirding down on this end, waiting for that one.
They've done that a lot tonight. I've been watching them.
Inside, no foul, but it's good work by Trustin Thompson. Thompson, the senior.
He's a true player that I've been watching out here as well. He's galloping up and down and making plays.
So the work inside of Thompson and McMicken has just been solid in both games that we've seen.
Just some heads-up plays going on to a double dribble there. Ball goes over to the Rams.
Oak Hill going to try to catch things up. What a pace here in the first half. You get over 40 points in a first period. That means they're up and down the floor pretty well. Reeves on a very torrid pace, 26 first quarter points. And that's the problem with pressure. When you press too much or when you're just still in the early stages of it and you got a team that can get down the floor and beat it.
That was wow.
There's a 3 up and no good, and that's big work around the board. Trustin Thompson once again. And that will do it for the first period of play.
Number 5 there was going into the lane to make a shot at it. He jumped up and held on to the ball and came back down, and nothing was wrong on that one.
26-18. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Back to action we go. Doug Gann alongside of Chuck Perkins. Roger Walker in the house tonight. Out visiting his alumni. That's right. It's the best dressed cameraman in the business. I'll beg you to tell me different about that.
All kind of sports playing.
A lot of it going on as this is that transitional time. You get into mid-November. I mean, we're talking Thanksgiving next week, Chuck. My goodness.
I know. I'm looking forward to next week.
Look, I'm certain there's some Thanksgiving movies and things like out there, but I don't know that. In my house, we go from Halloween movies to Christmas movies in one day.
So no Charlie Brown, the Great Pumpkin?
I have to go. No, that would be in Thanksgiving, but it's the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, and I'll pull that out and watch it. From the side, tree is up and it's no good. Banging around in there trying to get to it again is Thompson. Thompson is just a beast under the rim. I mean, we've seen him play so well. Back up top, thought about three, did Ty Goodwin. We saw he and Tucker from beyond the arc the last time we were here. They need to get some of those going, and that one is thrown away.
Just out of his reach.
And so when y'all get out for school, like the Friday is it, and y'all are out till what, January or February or something?
Something about
gracious.
When it's Mardi Gras.
There's another rebound controlled, and I'm very impressed with the way Coach McGee has his guys in there fighting and battling the boards. Still working underneath there, and a good little dish over in the corner. Three is up, and it's no good. Thompson controls the rebound, gets it back. And now Goodwin has it coming up the side. Ty will get it inside, trying to pay Thompson off for his hard work. He falls back and unable to get that one to go. And we've been stuck on 26-18 for a minute. That free ball is up, and it's good. And this Reeves team, I'm telling you, when they make a basket, a routine basket, they're going to look over at the players of the crowd. Student section are like, what was that for? Shot is up, and it is good there. Wesley McMicken gets that one to fall.
Indeed. Yes, sir.
I have been impressed with the passing of Carter Guillory, it looks like. Guillory on our score sheet, it's not written completely where we can read it, but Guillory has come down and dished a couple of shots. You thought he was going to go into the lane, kicks him out for three. So very impressed with the passing of the big man. Right back the other way it goes, and that's a good dish from Goodwin inside to Thompson. 7-point lead for Reeves. Right on cue, he's firing away is Guillory. Misses that one. Going to go out of bounds, and it will go over to, it looks like it will stay here with Reeves. Yeah, Guillory pulled up from, what would have been college three-point area. There's another one of those passes. Just unable to get that to fall. Cleaning up the rebound there is 24, Ethan Fonz, and gets that basket. 31-22 now. Wow.
Number 5.
5:01 remaining. we talked to Coach Nate before this, and he said, "Look, one thing we're going to do is we're going to compete and we're going to get after you," and they've done that. I mean, they're hanging in there. Just, I don't think the shots are falling like they would like, but certainly getting after it.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are playing with a lot of hustle. I won't say aggression, but they're definitely out there hustling.
Well, I'm telling you, down here, B and C basketball, there's a lot of intensity.
Yes,
and that's, I think, what really does it. Thought about dishing that one, but a great move going to the basket there for Williams. Williams has been on point for most of this game. Inside they go to McMicken. He dishes it off to Thompson, and Thompson having himself a game. Good assist from Wesley McMicken.
I will have to say one thing I was talking about in that girls game about the officials, and in this level versus that 4 and 5A we saw earlier, battling for the rebound underneath there, is they let them play a little bit, but I think it's because the control of the game is the students, the athletes out there maintain composure.
I'm telling you what, Tristan Thompson is that dude tonight. There's another one of those dishes. I mean, I'm telling you, the passing of Reeves has just been solid tonight. Going back down the floor is Ty. Ty thought about dishing it, but instead hangs on and shoots the three. Doesn't get it to fall.
4 in now for Reeves. Almost like a line change.
That's right. (33-26).
Carrying the ball.
A carry is called. Coming up at halftime, we will visit with girls head coach Casey West. She'll join us and talk about her team's big win tonight. Talk a little bit about that Fairview win the other night. First time they've won there in the Fairview gym in high school. Junior high, she said, has done a little bit of it. But it was just a big moment for them in that Fairview win at Fairview.
That's a big win when you can go to somebody else's house, especially a team like Fairview, and pull the dub.
That's correct. 3:09 remaining until halftime. Certainly grateful to be out here again. Tonight's game is brought to you by the Oak Hill Little Dribblers program. That is a 2. That's inside the line for a 2. Oak Hill Little Dribblers. You wonder why the basketball is so good out there. It's that Little Dribblers program that is here. So make sure if you've got a youngin', you're signed up for the Little Dribblers program. We appreciate the work. And I think everybody probably signs up for the Little Dribblers program here. Also, Sheriff Mark Wood, they're going to call an offensive foul there. Just out of control by Wesley McMicken as he went up. Anytime you get up and you get the knee that high up, you get that set, they're going to whistle that one. Coach Nate not real pleased with the run of fouls that have been called here, but relatively foul-free second period that is going by rapidly.
It has been, there's 1 and 2 here. The Rams have 1, and the Raiders have 2 in this second period. So this game's been moving right along.
And also one of the sponsors of Oak Hill basketball is that one is off the side. Rebound tapped out. They do a good job of tapping that out. Is our player of the game sponsor and Oak Hill alumni, BU Designs by Melissa Gann. Well, look at the work by Thompson. I'm telling you, he's a dude.
He is. Very much so.
There's that pressure again by Reeves, and a foul is going to be called. They'll call that on number 3, Colby Stark.
In relation to the other Stark we know?
I don't know another Stark, I don't believe.
Surely you know him.
Near the foul. Good work by Ty Goodwin getting all the way down the floor. He's going to get that one up, and it's just a 5-point game now. Oak Hill battling around and battling back. Who else? Thompson.
Yeah.
Diving for that one. Does not get it the other way, but I'm telling you what, they know his presence.
His push off? Yes. Got him for a push off. Tony Stark. You don't know Tony Stark?
I don't.
Iron Man.
Still don't. He runs the Ironmans? Or he is Iron. Oh, I don't.
He is the actor. Oh, he's the name of the person who is Iron Man in that Marvel movies.
Marvel what?
Yes,
I thought those were comics.
There are Marvel comics, but they made movies out of the Marvel comics, DC comics. They've made movies out of those as well.
Cool. Three-pointer is up, and it's good. Ty Goodwin from downtown.
Brings it within 2 now.
Well, what a first half being put on by Oak Hill in this one, in the battle that they're doing. Rebound controlled for the Rams as we near 1 minute. Oh, there's a turnover. Thought there might have been a foul whistled here, but it's going to go to...
Could have been.
Good work, Tucker Goodwin back there, just being pesky like he does. Man up on Christian Williams. Good no call there. Travel is whistled.
Yes.
.42 seconds remain in this very tightly contested, spirited first half. And the days of holding the ball for one shot are gone here. Good work by Goodwin to get up the ladder and get that one banging. I don't think that's the shot that Coach McGee would have wanted out of McMicken right there. Might want to work a little bit of clock down. Good hustle on the far side. Right. McMicken trying to get it right back, and he does. Well, that'll make up for an errant shot.
Real quick. Get possession back.
Got to get it inbounds here. There's a cross-court one over to Ty Goodwin. Careful he doesn't dribble that off inside. Mike could have held on to it again, and that's going to set up an easy one for Reeves.
5 seconds. And a 3 ball.
And that one's up, and it's good. 37-36 at the break in this one, and this Oak Hill team is fired up, Chuck. It is halftime, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. Hope to visit with Coach Casey West when we come back.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
I just haven't met you yet. I might have to wait, I'll never give up. I guess it's half timing and the other half's luck. Wherever you are, whenever it's right, you'll come out of nowhere and into my life. And I know that we can be so amazing. And baby,
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
We are back. It is a barn burner here in this one. Coach McGee's got his Rams playing at a high level against this Reeves team. Another one of those coaches, their players playing at a high level, joins us now. Head coach of the Lady Rams and Coach Casey West. And Coach, again, what a ball game in there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
You know, you came out 13-10, just a 3-point ball game. I don't know if it was I don't know. There in the first of it, didn't know that the cohesion was there like it was. The press was good from Reeves. What did you tell them between the first and second period that got them going?
I kind of just say, like, always, like, I try not to lose it too bad on them in that first. Like, when we don't come out, we come out a little flat. I try to say, like, you know, usually what we do is going to wear on people in the second and third quarter. So we're just going to keep playing hard and hopefully I'll start making layups and stop turning the ball over. And, you know, we make layups. I mean, we were missing too many easy shots around the goal. But, I mean, usually we just say our defense is going to wear on people. And, you know, you can probably play it for about a quarter. But then when you start getting fatigued and tired, that's when, you know, we're usually going to make our run. So I try not to lose it too bad on that first. Like, let them get comfortable.
Right, let them do it. And one of the things that we said, the last time we'd seen a low-scoring quarter like that, I think may have been Fairview last year when they came here, and you said your goal was to go out and get 20 points the next first period and start fast. You started fast, and then you put up 22 points in the second and then had a big third and just finished off and got up over 80 points in there. So after scoring just 13 in the first, so had to be what you wanted.
Yes, exactly. And, you know, my kids, I just ask them to play really hard and give me all they got. And, you know, can you really be mad? Like sometimes when they're trying as hard as they possibly can, it's just not working out for them. But the turnovers is what we got to just get better at. Overall, I mean, every game, I don't even know how we're winning and having that many turnovers. Like, I mean, we had 20 against Fairview the other night. 20, I mean, it's like every game we have 20 turnovers.
And
I'm
if
like,
you see that pre-game, you're like, there's no way we win this game.
yeah. And I'm like, we can't have that many turnovers, girls. Like, we've got to get this down to, 12 turnovers. And we would really be doing very well early on in the game, but we've got to adjust. And I mean, we just have new pieces.
And that's right. And, I was just wondering if maybe the intensity and the movement that you have on there causes sometimes some chaos, because you guys go fast from here to here. You made an adjustment to not run against the press, but just to throw it down the court on there. And Briley did a great job with that, getting it down the floor.
Yeah, and that's what I told him. I said, when someone's in a trap, not a man-to-man press. A man-to-man press is one-on-one. Take your man and go.
That's right.
But in this, they're literally, when you catch the ball, they're coming to trap you. So honestly, let's just get the ball in and throw it up the court as fast as we can to eliminate that. And we do a drill with like a flat ball, and so like they all have to step to the ball. Everybody has to move,
right?
And we don't dribble at all. And so I told them, I said at halftime, I said, pretend that we have flat ball drill right now, and y'all all step into the ball. You're moving and cutting. We don't want to dribble through their trap. Like, we don't want to dribble through it. We want to pass through it, and that's going to be a layup on the other end. So they made the adjustment, and we are not young. We have 3 seniors that are veterans that are playing.
Seniors,
we have a good junior and a good sophomore that's played a lot of minutes. But our Amaya and Roz, it's going to take 15 games for them to start adjusting and getting them to be like very much involved in the game.
And they played a lot last year too. But look, I'm going to tell you, you get my most comments on there was when I was calling Cetus a senior last game. And it's like, no, she's a sophomore. Don't rush her out of here. I heard from her mom. I heard from a lot of it. Look, don't rush her. She's not a senior. So
yeah.
It was one of those moments. So away from the game, let's discuss this now. We sat up here with our BU Designs player of the game, Riley Ducey, and she said she calls herself Ducey is what it is, and that's what I've heard. So she said it's either way. I was like, okay, so you call her Ducey. I've been calling her that this entire time, but. Tremendous game that she had. I asked her about the bully board or the board bully thing. She told me all about that. Then I asked her about the glasses that she had on. I had to do that, and she says that Coach Casey said that I wouldn't wear them if I came on here. and so it morphed into the conversation of how someone that wears as much flamboyant things as you do would tell her. Then we got to talking about your closet.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see where this went from your cousin or your niece.
It's my niece.
Yeah, your niece.
Yes, I can see where that went for sure. She does. When she was younger, she didn't have she was kind of like quiet, shy. Now she has all the confidence.
Oh, those days are over.
She loves it. She's a lot like me. Like, we don't care. We just we do what we do, and if people, you can say what you want, but we love what we do, so we don't care. We love life. We enjoy it. So
look, there's a whole lot of people in this world that aren't having a good time in life, and I feel sorry for those people.
Me too. I love life.
She said, what did she say? She went to help you clean your closet one day, and she's like, all she could say was, "Ooh, girl," with all the stuff that you had in there. But I can only imagine the relationship with you guys, and it sees. And you see it on the court, and it's fun watching you and the Lady Rams this season.
Thank you so much, and I'm very proud of my kids, and I enjoy coaching. I love what I do. I mean, they literally have made me the person I am, and I hope I can make them into a better person too. And I hope that we just continue this and keep it going for the Lady Rams. So. This
season's going to be a lot of fun, and that Little Dribblers program keeps going, and they're the sponsor of tonight's ball game too, the Little Dribblers, and it's just basketball community out here in Oak Hill.
Yes, it has been, and I mean it's such a blessing. It really is, for sure. I'm just thankful for our Little Dribblers. Jana Ducey and Ashley Johnson worked it for years, and all those coaches that volunteer their time to try to help make our programs the way they are. I'm very thankful for them.
Look, it's so good. Coach Casey West, victorious tonight, and there's a big block on there. We'll be back here Tuesday night, I guess, is when our next game here is.
Not next Tuesday, the next Tuesday.
So you're off and then back after.
And it is a good one. It's going to be Simpson. They beat us. That's our only loss this year.
Well, they're going to come back in here. What's the special night there? You always have something special when folks come here.
I know. We haven't picked it yet. We got to pick it.
446 Sports Night. There you go. Everybody come out in 446 Sports apparel. That would work out great for us. Appreciate you taking your time at halftime to visit with us. Good luck. And know you got some big games this weekend coming up. That tournament, the game over with Rose Pine on Thursday.
We have that Thursday, and then next week we play at Peabody in the Sinlaw Class tournament, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay, well, good luck to you on that, Coach. We appreciate you allowing us to be a part of this and with you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Head Coach Casey West joining us on here, victorious Lady Rams tonight. And a wonderful job by Coach Casey bringing me and then we're going to let Chuck do a little bit of play-by-play here over the next few minutes in this one, too. I'll keep the scoreboard up for you as well. There's that 3 is up, and it's no good. But, Chuck, welcome back. You can't eat 2 of them. I know that. Well, you probably could, but I better have this, too.
Well, you got one in there.
Oh, well, I meant the napkin, but there you have it.
There you go. Well, play-by-play. So we're going to inbound it here. Little Reeves inbounding down low there. They're 42-38, if you see on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Running around here. Down at the bottom of your screen. Fighting to get that inbound or inside shot. Just a little bit off. Got the rebound. Kicks it back out. Throws it out there. Number 4 there for the Reeves. Grabs him a 3-pointer there. That is Christian Williams. Rams get it down the court. Quickly looking for kind of a strange around behind the back shot there. Quickly thrown down the court here. Number 24 finds the ball and misses the shot. Back up here with the Rams drawing it back up the court.
All right, Chuck, we're back now. That's just a quick pause for the cause right there. That's right. There's another steal. And Reeves, don't touch that. And Reeves has come out on fire. Don't expect we'll get a timeout, and they do. We get a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. Be right back. Back to action we go, and the clock is not running through the timeout, if you must know. 6:01.
As Doug is trying to clean up the fingers that were in these delicious little concessions that were brought over.
Yeah, I'm very grateful to the way that they take care of us here. I mean, it's certainly a blessing. 47-38 in this one. It was a 2-point game. Boy, the work of Trustin Thompson has just been. There's the steal by McMicken.
Behind the back pass down underneath there. They got that right before that point. 2 points scored.
Whatever Coach Nate told them in that timeout has woke them up out of that halftime lull. Still trailed by 7. There's a 5-second call that's whistled. Coach McGee not real happy about that, and he's expressing it. Learned a lot about from it. Oh, there's a big steal. Good one, Scott. That, and he goes to the basket.
Got those points back.
Don't forget, we'll name our BU Designs Player of the Game. We'll have our Southern Air Cool Play of the Game. It's winding up for basketball. We'll have that. 23, they're going to whistle with the foul, and that is Wesley McMicken. And he is not excited about that. One thing that I've got to see. We're not sure what they're discussing. Something that McMicken went over there and told them, and they're considering and talking about it here. They were questioning the foul that was called on McMicken and saying that it wasn't him. And all 3 officials said they saw the same thing, and there's a 3-ball that's up, and it's good. And now it's a 10-point lead. Correction, 8-point.
Yep, 8 points. There you go. Down low, shot up for 3 off the backside.
There's Thompson again underneath, kicks it back out. Goodwin fires away from downtown, and he's got that one. Back to 5, and boy, these Rams just are not going to go away quietly in this one. They are battling. It's an off-balance three by Guillory. May have not been the best shot. Thompson comes out of there with that one and just overpowers his way to that one. I've been so impressed with him. Corner three is up. It's no good. Rebound inside, and that's going to send Thompson to the line to shoot three. Thompson, part of that big senior class that's here. I think there are 5 of them, Chuck. Is that what I saw?
I believe that is correct.
3 seniors on the Lady Rams and 5 for the boys team. Looking to get it back to a 1-possession game, but that missed free throw sends that, and McMicken will come out of the game. Big thanks to all of those folks that pick up their Rams and Lady Rams gear from BU Designs. There'll be more stuff dropping this week, so stay tuned for that.
Not like the meat off of Doug's fries dropping.
Not at all. Not at all. There's a block by Thompson. Thompson is, again, he's been dominant in this one. Back over to Goodwin. Goodwin has it. Out into the front court they go. He'll spot up for the three. Back iron, no good. Rebound controlled. Banging around in there. Held ball is going to be called. And it will go over to,
I believe the...
Not sure. Yeah, Will. So great work to steal that possession. Back up top near travel. As the foot seemed like it skidded a little bit, and there's a steal by Reeves going the other way. And up and in it goes. So that's a 4-point swing. Had an opportunity to get it to just 3. Instead, it's back up to 5. Goodwin struggling. It's got to get it across the timeline, and they do. There's going to be a block whistle. So all the players and coaches are they're disagreeing with the officials, and
you gotta watch carefully, because catch one the wrong way, you'll get it teed up.
And usually you've got to be really belligerent in basketball to get one.
Yeah.
That basket is up. Count the basket and the foul.
I'll be on 1-2 there. That's not one that we have on our card.
No, and even if I move the nachos, it's not.
Nachos. That's what he said when I said, I'll take that. He said, nachos. I'm going to take this moment while Doug has food in his mouth to tell you that I was reading a book just the other day that said...
And we're back. I'm going to bail you folks out any opportunity that we get. Rams need a turnover. They get it. The rebound, pushing it down the floor is good when he's going to go up and around, unable to finish it. And back to the free throw line will go the Rams.
Definitely.
Oh, no, it's called it the other way.
Tie ball, yep.
Tell ball looked like he had called the... Looks like he had called the foul there.
You have to go back and catch that one. Get the...
Up and under, no good. Rebound controlled by Trustin. He pulls that one down. He'll get it back. Good work by this Reeves team to get in the passing lane. It was tipped away, so it'll be no over and back. Inside it goes.
Wide open. Oh!
Fouls are starting to mount up a little bit on Reeves, and they'll start having to get to the bench and make some substitution. That's big. Carter Guillory that makes his way back in. Also, Christian Williams, and he's been the spark plug for this team most of the night. First free throw up, and it is good. This 3-point deficit is the closest it's been since early on. Short of that 1-point lead at half, or deficit at halftime. Gets them both, and we're back to a 2-point game. Got to get a stop here if you are Oak Hill. Get you a little bit of momentum. This is where we've seen Reeves go on their runs. They get it to one possession, and Reeves, with their leadership, has a way of getting it out. Swung over for three. Shot is up from the corner, and we're going to call that a lob inside. Goodwin going to the basket. Instead, he dumps it off inside to Thompson. Thompson, nothing to do with it. Oh, that's just not a good possession down there. All the way back. Tremendous work that time by Tucker Goodwin. Shot is up from Ty. Ty no good. Falling around on the ground, looking for a held ball again, but Oak Hill's going to come out of there with it. Three is up. Unable to hit from downtown has been the problem in this one. But the rebounding is there. Boy, if they'd have just hit a couple of them. Goodwin elevates, doesn't get it to fall. And we're in the final minute 21 of this one. Final 121 of the third period, and what a period it has been. These teams were a point apart at halftime. Neither team we've seen the whole time has been willing to sit back and let somebody hold for the last shot. That's just good transition work from Reeves. Off the foot. $54-50. It was 37-36
yes,
at halftime.
That's right.
I've been impressed with the passing of Reeves. They will find the open man as Oak Hill collapses on the play. They're finding an open man. The difference in this one, they've been able to lay down the three, and Oak Hill has missed on a number of their beyond the arc attempts. This time, they're trying to go inside, and they do. Count the basket there, 57-52, final 38 of the third.
Yeah.
And traveling is called there.
Number one there for Oak Hill. We don't have him on our list either. He's another good player, like number 10.
Need one of the good ones to get off from beyond the arc and just right on. There you go.
Oh, hey. Wow.
Kind of called that one out as Ty Goodwin goes from downtown on that one.
No kidding.
Why not? Let's need another good one to get going from beyond the arc. No, I can't force the call.
Yeah.
Good work inside. And that will do it for the third period of play. We'll be back. This is a good one, 59-55. Final period of play getting ready to go on. This has been a tight one. It was 37-36 at the half. So pretty good ball game.
It's kind of like that cable that's lingering right across in front of us here. It's a tight one.
We're going to work on putting a camera on that, I think. One of those that they have in the NFL that goes up and down the court.
I'm not sure who this we is you're referring to.
Right. Put in a work order with the school board.
There you go. I'm sure your buddy would sign right off on that.
Oh, have mercy. Good work there with the steal. Pull-up jumper, no good. Flop, not noticed. Well, you'd like to
getting them to flip the possession error for him.
You'd like to see that conversion. I mean, Oak Hill's just been a step or two away, and Reeves has converted every time they've needed to. Every time Oak Hill's got it back close, they fire away, bangs around. Surprised that one didn't go, but you need to get a timeout down here, and it is.
Did good sitting on his nether region, I guess you call it, or his haunchies.
30-second timeout. We'll be back. And we're back, getting ready. Oak Hill will inbounds under the Reeves goal. Reeves with that full press that they've been in the entire time. Oak Hill's done a great job of beating that. They've got numbers 3-on-2. There's a dish for the corner and a foul called.
He's picked up a couple here this last couple of minutes that fell there. And they may see that as one of those things where they can keep the lead if they feel like Oak Hill is not as good on the line. Maybe they want to go ahead and get those fouls.
Look, big shout out to the Oak Hill fans or folks here. Ram Bam fries. If you don't have dinner plans, come out here and try the fries that have the pulled pork on them. Enjoy the basketball game while you're at it.
Pulled pork and
pulled pork, cheese,
nacho cheese.
Nacho. I mean, they're like nachos and fries and all of that.
Yeah, the jalapenos. They ought to call them like firecracker ram bam fries.
Well,
once you put the jalapenos on it.
And they definitely do such a great job of taking care of us when we come out here to Oak Hill. There's no doubt about that. Again, big shout out to our sponsor of the night, Little Dribblers program. You wonder why basketball is so good. It's that it's all of the volunteers involved in the Little Dribblers program. And they do such great work. Of course, Sheriff Mark Wood, longtime supporter of Oak Hill, without a doubt. And all of the community. Good block by Goodwin. And, of course, our BU Designs player of the game will be up and coming. Shot is up. And it's good. Quickly back down the other way go the Raiders.
It's got him on the travel.
Kind of waiting for that student section to get up and start making a little bit more noise. They do it on that play, but, I mean, your team is battling back in this one against a very good Reeves team. I'm calling the student section out. Yes, I am.
By golly.
Get up, make some noise. Yes. They get wore out from that girls' game. Thompson unable to finish up near the rim. There they go. Making a little noise. They must have the broadcast on. That's 63-57. Still 2-possession game. Reeves does such a good job of putting a hand near the basketball. There's no clean drives, and then quickly back the other way. And that's the problem. You expend a lot of energy.
Yeah. Getting it up the court.
Well, battling back, playing defense, and getting into a role where you're coming back in a game, and before you know it, there's a big run, and you're down by 7 again. That shot by Goodwin is up, and it's good. Back to a 2-possession game.
Got away with the carry there, I believe.
Top of the key for 3. Rolls around, no good. Rebound controlled out. And going the other way. Oh, good behind the back work by Goodwin. He's going to dump it off to the top. Heading inside, the little finger roll is up, and it's good. Oh, this is one of those good ones. It's an instant classic. Top of the key. Misses no good. Out of bounds off of Oak Hill. It will stay with Reeves. .446 remaining in this one on our scoreboard, at least. I know you see that scoreboard behind it, but here it's 446.
There we go. Why not?
Working around, and there's an offensive foul. Yeah, you saw that. You saw an elbow kind of come in when you saw that, and that was whistled on 5 for Reeves. Oak Hill got it back to 1, and that was the halftime score. It's been up to 8 or 9, up to 10 here. Back over. Loses that one. .425 remaining in this one. Back to McMicken. He's going to turn and thought about it, but would have been an errant one trying to work the ball inside.
You got
There's
it.
going to be
Shirt. Yeah.
holding.
Pass interference.
Student section starting to get into it. I'd just like to hear them the entire time.
Right? That would be wonderful.
This team out on the floor is putting out an effort that you really like to see. Well, they're trying to shut Thompson down. Thompson's been solid. There's Goodwin from the corner. Air mails that one on the line. Will stay with Oak Hill.
You know, go ahead.
Well, I was just saying, they're just a couple of shots like that away from really getting into this thing and maybe taking the lead. But Reeves has just continued to do everything they need to do.
I just can imagine how loud that student section would be if Reeves was their side of the court.
Right. There's a turnover going the other direction. And it's just Reeves has not taken their foot off the gas at all. They're capitalizing on every single lost ball, every single turnover that's made. And there's good work inside.
That's good pass play right there.
Yeah, the big man trusted Thompson doing work on the dish from McMicken. 3:29 and counting in this one. Kind of a strange looking pass.
That was, wasn't it?
Screwball.
And made it happen, though. That was what was neat. Little 30-second timeout coming.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. Be right back. (63-69) as we make it back. 3:19 to go. Chuck, I'm glad we stayed for this one. This has been pretty thrilling.
It has been. You know, that book I was reading was Quick Money for Dummies by Robin Banks. But yes, this game is much better than those books I've been reading.
There you go. How about that? Took some of the static out of play there. there you have it. I just feel sorry for your students. Shot is up, flop is down, no good. You got to be careful of that. Getting back on defense is tough at that point.
Yeah. Because they'll run you by real quick.
3:03 and counting. Over into the corner, thought about three, but they're content to run off a little bit of clock in this one, too. But Oak Hill not standing for it, and Thompson there again. Feel like that's what I've been saying most of the night. He's having that kind of a game.
Setting up a little pick there.
McMicken has it out on the corner, but he's just unable to do anything. Such good coverage by this Reeves ball club. Big shout out to McMicken, who shows that. A big shout out to all the folks that made it out here. Of course, Little Dribblers program out at Oak Hill for bringing you tonight's ball game. Shot rolls in, 71 now, and timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. Be right back. (71-63). Final 2 minutes to go, and Coach McGee in that timeout was imploring to his guys, just don't give up.
You are destroying those fries, kind of like those Lady Rams did earlier today.
Look, you can't waste that stuff and just throw it out.
Mm-mm.
Says the guy that finished his in world record time. That three ball, that's a 2. They're giving him a 2. Said he was inside the line. 2-possession game. Reeves has led throughout the entirety of this one. Knifing his way to the basket is Williams, and he's done a lot of that over the last 2 or 3 minutes.
Just over so patient as he was going into the basket there. The shot.
Fadeaway 3 is up, and it's good. Wow, that was an impressive shot out of Goodwin. Ty Goodwin just coming up and laying that one down, and back to 5.
Definitely a good one.
Throwing the ball up in the air. Oak Hill's got to be able to slap that away, and now it's going to go back into the hands of Reeves, and that was just the perfect positioning for Williams to be.
Yeah.
Under a minute to play in this one.
Eating up the clock as much as they can.
My clock doesn't have that little tenth of a second thing on it. Oh, well.
Mine does.
Well, have you? Because you cheat. That's a pretty nifty move. Didn't get it to fall. Thompson pulls down another board. And timeout is taken here.
Full timeout.
Full timeout. We'll take it with them. Back here for the final 35, Doug Ann, Chuck Perkins, Roger Walker bringing you high school basketball.
5 points, 35 seconds.
And got to get down there and make this three. This is one of those times you have to go down there and get it. Good move. Long range three. Just missed. I'd have had a good look at it. And a little offense-defense substitution going on. I'm going to tell you, Coach McGee has brought a fire to this Oak Hill Rams team. Yeah, I'm going to have to start. I'm going to stretch this one out. And you got fouls to give. Oak Hill's only foul committed. That's their second foul.
Yeah, they got plenty to give, but time is ticking away. You're down to 19 from 35 when you first started this.
Well, and that's the problem with it is that you have to foul, and that takes you a couple of seconds. So down to 16, and they've still got a couple of fouls left to give before they shoot free throws. So they'll have one. They've got to foul twice.
Yeah, coach was hoping that would have been a tie ball instead of a foul on that one.
I'm out on the floor once again. They're using them all up. Not going to take them with them, kind of like these Ram Bam fries. Back courtside we go. I mean, boy, you're right up in the huddle, too. Great work, Roger. Still a couple of fouls to commit before free throws are being shot. There's a steal inside. Unable to get that one. Goodness gracious. Such great work by Tucker Goodwin.
Great opportunity there. Just kind of threw that one away, unfortunately.
Indeed, he did. Now he'll hang on and wait for the foul to come. And that'll just about wrap things up. 6 seconds to go, or 8.5 to go. I'm sorry, my clock was a little quicker than theirs. You see it on our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Right atop the Sadler's Towing scrolling scoreboard. And 7 seconds to go in this one. You spend, what does it, Chuck, about 20 seconds worth of time getting there. You had the steal down here that would have really made things interesting.
It really would have. That would have been, to bring it within 3 would have been nice. A whole different next time out that would have caused.
RBU Designs player of the game for the boys game is Trustin Thompson. Trustin Thompson, just a tremendous effort that he put out. And if you're Reeves, you just get out of the way.
Yep.
Leaning into that three, it's up and it's no good. So all that was in doubt was the final score, but it's going to be 74-70. Reeves gets out of here with the victory, but they're going to know that they played in one tonight. I'm going to tell you, this Oak Hill team is going to turn the corner, and they're going to get some wins down the stretch. They're going to make a playoff run. I can believe that. This is as scrappy as a bunch as I've seen here in a long, long time. Chuck, final thoughts.
I'll tell you what, watching the response to some of these players and how they're responding here. I mean, they played really hard out here. Some of them, I think, have a couple little attitude checks. But, hey, whenever you win a game like this, and have played so hard like that, why not have a little bit of a spark in your play? But excellent game here. Lady Rams came out on top, but the Rams boys team just a little bit shy, but played extremely hard out here for Coach. And so, I mean, a lot, like you said, a lot to look forward to, and just really to see what's going to happen the rest of the season with them. I can only imagine they're going to be a lot more W's that they're going to be acquiring.
Indeed, they are 73-70. Reeves led it 37-36, so it was tightly contested. The Rams just couldn't get that final thing to get it going. But I assure you, Coach Nate McGee, although going to be disappointed in this one, has to be very pleased with the effort that he got of it. Again, our player of the game tonight in this one, Trustin Thompson, on the great work he did. It seemed like he was around every board that's on there. And back to the ladies' game, of course, the Lady Rams won that one big time. And Briley Doucet was your player of the game. No, I've been calling her that the whole time.
Okay, you're going to stick with it?
Got to. I may switch and call Rosalind Ducey. But, yeah, it's been, I've called Briley that for who knows how long now.
Yes, you have.
So, guys, that'll wrap it up here for you. We will be back on the air Thursday night for the Thomas Bachman Show. Why don't you join us out at Walk-Ons? It's going to be a lot of fun in that one. Also, Friday night, there's a little old tussle out at Butch Stoker Stadium. Number 18 Evangel Eagles come into town to take on your number 2 ranked Ash Trojans in what should be a good one. So keep an eye on those. You can go over our Facebook, our YouTube page, and hit that notification bell, and you'll know anytime that we go live. From Oak Hill, for my man Roger Walker on camera, Chuck Perkins on microphone, and Ram Bam Fry duty. Guys, it's been a pleasure. I am Doug Gann. God bless you all, and good night.